What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the number one show. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the number one show that you will hear anywhere in this country or any other continent in the world. You're listening to Out of the Blue, starring Blue Mitchell, Maria,
Hey, it's your girl Maria,
and your boy Danny Green.
Yeah, we can do that first.
Out of the blue, y'all, where anything might come out of our mouths, out of the blue.
A good opinion is everything.
Maria,
Maria,
and your boy Danny Green. This show will contain anything you may think you might not hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Out of the Blue. And my name is Blue Mitchell. And I got my co-parts over here to the right of me. Might as well let the lady be first. You might have seen her in Woody Woodpecker.
Wow.
The blonde version.
We ain't even a minute into the show, and
My
shots
gr-
have been fired.
My girl Maria.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks, Blue.
Okay. That was a lot of energy in that one.
Well, I mean, you started off wrong.
My other amigo to the left of me, the super dynamic comedian, D Green.
D Green. What's going on, Big Blue?
Hi, man. Just trying to live this life God gave me to the fullest.
Yes, hello, Maria.
Hey, D Green.
Looking good as always. Looking like sunshine on the moonlight. Goddamn.
You just gonna hit on her next to me, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you know, I figure you're in the middle.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
It won't be that obvious. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
watch out for the reach around.
Yo, okay.
Yeah, it'd be like,
Oh my God.
We be like, why you rubbing me on my back? I'm trying to get to her.
And with the deep voice
Oh, yeah.
on the back end,
Paul Robeson.
tight end, Big Dave.
Big
On
Dave.
the ones and twos.
What's up, D? How was your weekend, man?
Hey, man, everything was great,
Looking
man.
good, looking wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
See.
I had to clean up from last week.
Yeah, you
that
did.
was-
You had to do a little better, man.
Yeah, it was
You
kind of
a
rough.
little scraggly
Yeah,
last week.
because we had 2 Santa Clauses up in this
Yeah,
bitch.
man.
But, we back to normal now.
Yeah. So, what we got going on here?
Yeah, man. You know Maria. You
Yeah,
know
we gotta do
she
it.
over here
It's
trying
all
to.
about her.
It's technical, dude. It's all about her.
Every
I'm
week
trying
it's
to
about
figure
her.
I mean that electric blue jacket. Hey.
Every week it's about her.
I'm
This
trying to
is
tell
the
you.
Second week. God damn. We got problems.
Never let it be said she's not consistent.
Oh,
2 for 2.
Big Blue.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I
Big
understand
Dave,
what we do, but we gotta introduce the dudes is running that engineer board for us, though, right?
Oh, okay. So you was about to ask me who raised me? I
Yeah,
wasn't
who
done.
raised you, man? Yeah, okay.
I wasn't done.
Man, you act like you just
you
gonna
know
go
what I'm
ahead and
saying?
just introduce the whole family.
Yeah,
but
no,
not a-
I'm
but
not
not
done.
But not a cousin. What's wrong
Hey,
with you?
hey, let me tell you something. And the producer,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, the man behind the scene to make it all look good. The honorable,
No. Let him do it himself. You know what to do.
the honorable Nick Shabazz.
Shalom to the people.
There we go.
There it is.
Nick.
Shalom.
Man, I don't even know how to spell that.
Shalom. I thought when I first time I said that, I thought it meant shalom, like leave me alone, nigga.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
At
I mean?
first,
But it's
I-
no, it's shalom.
at first I thought he said salon. I was like, oh, you do hair? You know, hey, shit. Hey.
First of all, before we get started, I want to ask Maria, how you feel this weekend? We know you had a little incident last week, and we want to make sure that we want our public to know that you made it home safely. So, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling much better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In case nobody know, after we left the show last week, Maria had an accident. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Renee?
Thank God she had another pair of pants.
Yeah.
No, I mean she had an actual
She had an accident.
car accident.
Yeah, she ran trying to run a white boy over. And shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to say in a white truck too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His name was Chuck.
Yeah.
And he drove a goddamn truck.
I'm gonna tell you what happened too, man. You know what happened? I was when I left because you left first, Blue.
Yes.
And then she was whipping behind you.
Yeah.
And then I said, let me go ahead and roll. So when I promise you, it wasn't but a minute and a half before I got out the parking lot. I'm on the street and I'm driving and I see a car. I said, she look familiar. Oh shit! I saw pieces all up in the street.
Oh, but
Somebody
hey,
got
let me
an
tell you
accident.
something.
Pieces in the street. Is that what you said?
I saw pieces in the street.
Really?
It was of his truck.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I mean, she hit him
'cause-
so hard
yeah.
it broke his axle.
Yeah. Yeah, she was running into shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. And then I got to the car and I was like, Maria, you okay? And she was like, I'm on the phone with Jacoby and Myers. Like, what the-
Stupid.
1-877-777 cash now.
She's like, no, I don't feel what. I mean, the airbag was out.
Yeah, the airbag was out.
I mean, the front of it looked like somebody had gave it a right hook.
Yeah.
I mean, and she almost T-boned the truck.
Yeah.
I mean, she like,
But you know what was amazing
I
about it?
tried to
I'm gonna tell you what was
miss him.
amazing about the whole thing. You was still on Facebook. She was still on Facebook, David.
Lies.
She was still.
you're like, take
check your shit out.
the police showed up. She started trying to take
I'm not
Instagram
laughing,
pictures with him and
okay?
shit. I was
I'm
like, what the hell? Aren't you hurt?
Cops trying to gang bangle.
Yeah.
They trying to bangle me and Blue.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, who you niggas?
Oh
How
my.
you guys involved? Huh?
They did ask. They
Yeah,
was
they
like,
did.
it was too.
God,
It's
I
too
know.
many of y'all.
Yeah, after you left. Yeah. When you,
Yeah, they were really trying to find out who the hell we were.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. I told
No, they
that's
really
when
were.
The police
Yeah.
officer pulls me aside, makes me get out of the car to ask me a question, and the only thing he had to ask me was, "Oh, do you know these gentlemen?"
Do you know these
You
He
should've
gentlemen?
had me walk all
You
the
should
way
have
over
you
here
should
to
have said
ask me
loud
that.
as hell. You brought me way over here after motherfucker. I got hit by a car.
Yeah.
Embarrassed his monkey ass.
Yeah, when he asked that, she said, "No, I don't know him, but do you see how I look? Who wouldn't be around him?"
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ah,
Handsome.
yeah.
But you know what though? All jokes aside, I'm happy you okay.
I am.
Because what happened to you, let us know. I mean, all jokes aside, how fast life can change.
Oh my God.
We were just talking
We
to
were
you.
just talking about that.
We
all night.
just
Talking about
talking to
Kobe sitting there eating and drinking and shit. You might have been drunk. I don't know what you was doing.
I ain't gonna even co-sign that.
Meanwhile, I'm so glad I don't have a case going on right
No, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Because he just went states evidence.
No,
on
I
her
wasn't
ass.
drunk.
Wow, she said
Yeah, she
I
was,
mean,
She
was
wasn't
in there
drinking. y'all.
drinking. She
She
didn't
Yeah.
eat enough.
drinking Gatorade.
that wasn't even dry snitch. That was wet snitch.
Like, just
No, all
soaking
jokes
wet.
aside, I'm happy you okay, babe.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
But,
You know,
I thought about you, and honestly, I was concerned. Ask Blue, did I call and ask you how
he
was
did.
No,
He
you
called and he
pulled
said,
over everything.
"Man."
No, I ain't thought about that. Yeah, but the day I did pull over. But after the fact,
Oh.
I called. What I say?
He called me. He said, "Hey, how did she get? How did she feeling? And did she get off good?
She go-
Did
leave
she go
town?
to the hospital?
Yep,
Did she
yep.
leave town?
I was
You know what I'm
concerned.
saying? And I was like, she did all that, man. What was going on? He was like, well,
I gotta get it back out of the street.
and she get a, you know what I'm saying? He was like, in case she get a check. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to check on her.
I'm a friend.
Listen, speaking of hospitals, so
Uh-huh.
you remember last week we had this whole conversation about the N-word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Remember?
Right.
And so Blue was on the phone with me actually. So the next day I really wasn't feeling well the next morning. So I had to go to urgent care. And then I had to go to the ER. But in between urgent care and the ER, I was outside waiting for my lift to come pick me up. Blue and I are on the phone. And he's trying to tell me where the nearest hospital was, I think. And there was this white man walks by me and yells, "Nigger," at me.
To you?
Yelled it at me.
I heard something, but I didn't hear a nigga. But I was like, it sounded almost like it was so fast, it sounded like a cough or a sneeze.
Like,
so-
stopped me in my tracks. Like, Blue, I don't even, what did I say to you? I'm like, did you hear
You
him
like
do
what?
that?
Did
Like,
you hear what he just said? I said no. I thought a sneeze or a cough.
And what did he? Was he talking to you?
Yeah, he.
But why did he
first
say
of all, the stare, the look he gave me, I was the only one standing there. Clearly, he was only talking to me. He yelled it. But I've never had that happen to me before, so I was just stunned. I was just,
I'm stuck
was
because
like,
you don't
what?
look like a nigga.
Well, I wish I had a better comeback. Like, you called the wrong one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
white.
I am,
but-
but,
yeah,
I mean,
you should have got it.
Yeah.
Nigger.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, especially yeah. No,
I'm
you should.
Argentinian.
You'd
I'm like,
have been like, nigga, look alike.
no, but like seriously, all jokes aside, all I could think, I was looking around like, well, is there some other people running out behind him? Like, it was really.
So after
crazy.
that, he just kept walking.
He never stopped. He was walking in slow motion.
I told
How you
him.
pronounce it? Epilepsy. He had epilepsy. He said, we walk about, nigga.
Oh no, epilepsy is when you have seizures. No, it was Tourette's.
Well, maybe he has Tourette's.
Yo, okay.
He just yelled it out.
That fool said epilepsy.
Yeah, epilepsy. You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to act like I knew some shit.
Yeah, well, hey, shit.
Yeah, he had to say nigga while he was convulsing.
Yeah. So
but I told her in L.A., you rarely hear that because racism is hidden in L.A.
Yeah.
So you rarely
hear. Yeah, but it's getting to be a little bit more prevalent.
But you know what though? Me and my buddies were just talking about that because, not to get off the subject, what we're going to get onto, but we were talking about. He was saying like how he didn't like the South and the East Coast. I guess because there was some racial stuff. I guess one of the coaches says something in Wisconsin. And
okay.
They call the kid and we're so use it in a conversation or whatever. And I said I respect the Midwest and the South more. Because they don't play with it. If they don't like you, they let you know.
They let you know exactly where they're at. Here
in Hollywood, you don't know who don't like you because everybody don't know if you're going to be the next one. So they don't really give you their true feelings.
Man, let me tell you something. Look, if we talking about tragedies, 2 tragedies happened this week. One was Rich Limbaugh got the Freedom Award. Now, mind you, you have Martin Luther King got that. You have Jesse Jackson. I mean, it was a straight slap in the face to give a racist dude the Freedom Award, the Presidential Freedom Award.
No, you know it was racist. They gave it to him on the Black History Month. That was my problem.
Rush Limbaugh.
Okay, but do y'all realize the Trump card in that? They gave it to him in Black History Month with a member of the Tuskegee Airmen present.
Oh, yeah, it was double stacked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was double stacked. And then the second tragedy is when Gail asked...
Tragedy.
Oh. You might as well get right. Blue,
get right into it.
What
You may as well get
I
into
like
it
about you, Blue? Blue, you don't mess around. Like, nigga, look, let's go ahead and get
Now, be honest with you. When she asked Lisa Leslie about Kobe, now, first of all, she was out of line for asking about a situation that he wasn't even convicted of.
Nope.
And then during the time that where the whole nation is dealing with the loss, a tragic loss of unnecessary death to me.
Yeah.
She, as a sister on a platform, bring up a conversation about another brother who can't even defend himself, but don't need to because he was never convicted.
Right.
I mean, and no sense me lying. Tell me, Maria, I know you had to be just appalled because she representing the sisters.
Yeah,
and I mean,
I think it was
you're a sister lookalike, so I mean, half of you must have been pissed off.
Wow.
Maria, tell us. What was your feelings on it?
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
He got it right.
He knows he got it right.
Yeah, he went back and got it right.
Maria, what did they think about it in
think-
Mexico?
Yeah.
In Mexico.
No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. My bad.
Okay.
She's not Spanish. She's not Spanish.
I'm not Spanish.
She
and
speak Taco Bell and
anyone
Del
who
Taco,
knows me
but
knows that's really hurts my feelings when you say that. Anyway,
That you're not Spanish?
No.
asking me if I'm Spanish,
Oh no, I know you're not. I know you're not Spanish.
but you still keep referencing.
I-
So people
I-
are gonna think I am.
Yeah. Look, I know you just like guacamole and salsa. That's it.
I love
So
guacamole.
now that we know your
back to
nationality, can you
Yeah.
talk?
Can you elaborate?
Back to Gail. No, I think it was absolutely inappropriate. The timing was ridiculous. I feel that the right time was when Kobe was here. During the Me Too movement, at that time when he was playing, when you were having conversations with him, they should have been asking him questions.
If they
Now
really
is not
want
the
to know.
time. Now it's not the time for multiple reasons. One, he wasn't found guilty. First of us, I don't know that any of us will ever know the truth. But two, I feel like in the time of mourning, his kids, his wife, I just think it's inappropriate. And that was his friend. I felt, well, what do you think she's going to say about him? One, I felt like it was bad taste. And she's a good journalist. I love Gail.
She's all right.
But I just think, I think she's great.
Let me-
But
Hey, look, I
think
ain't
it
mad
was
about nepotism, but
not
Gail is there
appropriate.
because of nepotism.
Let me say something. It was not. First of all, big props to Lisa Leslie.
Oh, big props.
Her voice never went up.
For not
one
taking the
octave.
bait.
Not one time.
She didn't take
She
the bait.
handled it very well.
Here's the problem. One, you're here and asking about a man. Okay, you interviewing his friend. Then you ask, well, see, okay, you can ask a question, but how you ask. If I go to you and say, Blue, do you think what happened in 2003 might tarnish his legacy? I didn't bring in rape, nothing, just the situation. You can come back and go, no, I don't think it's going to be something. I think he overcame that, and it can be gone.
Right.
But she went through 3 different comeback and questions to the point where she said to him, well, how do you feel, with Kobe? And Leslie said, I've never seen Kobe out like that. I've seen some of my other NBA friends do that. But
yes.
Not with Kobe. He's never been like that.
But do you think she should have had to defend him like that?
No, she shouldn't have to say a damn thing about it.
You definitely shouldn't have to defend him to your own kind.
Is this. None of us should have to defend Kobe because he got in trouble one time that we know of publicly in his career, was not found guilty, and he spent 20 years making up for it, doing the right thing.
Wait a minute.
At
It's
least
been 20
trying
years?
It's been 20 years. It happened in not 20 years, but it happened in 2003. So it's 17.
Well,
17 years since it happened.
She ain't that good at math.
At least
well,
16.
no. What I'm gonna say is, this is what I said to a friend is, OJ, right? He was found not guilty. But
Okay.
there are many of us who believe he was guilty.
Okay.
So I feel that there are a lot of people who don't believe Kobe was not
See,
guilty.
that's not
So-
the problem of whether you believe or not. The problem is the energy that's going out there, like that principal up in Camas.
Camas, Washington. Yes.
She comes out of nowhere and goes, "Well, now how dare you say something like, well, I guess karma is real good. I guess karma is real on the rapist. It got to the rapist. So now Kobe was never found guilty, or he didn't even went to trial.
But that person believes he was.
But see, here's the problem. Whether you believe it or not, who are you to go out there and give him a title? Because you don't believe that he's not guilty.
I agree. What I'm saying
you're in a
is,
position of leadership.
I agree.
And
but
then
I think
you
that's
come
why
back.
people do that
No.
because they believe
No,
someone's guilty.
people
So they'll
do that. You know what
continue
it
to
is?
believe that you
People
are.
do that because emotionally they think they have now this thing called a computer and social media that they can express what they want to say. She had it on her private page, not knowing that people on her own page was like, "What the hell are you doing? What you saying?"
Yeah.
That's how she got cracked. Now this is what makes me mad about one thing, Blue, and on the real. She and others, she and like another comedian was saying stuff like, "Well, she goes, I apologize. This, I was talking about the Kobe.
Forced.
That didn't happen.
Forced apology.
Right, and then was forced because she went 2 quotes. She put 2 statements out backing her. She doubled down on the first one, saying, "Well, it was on my private page, and people know I say it was on my mind." Not until people started getting on it, then she came back and apologized. Here's
This
the
is the
problem.
principal?
Yes. Here's the big problem.
Oh, and
So she just didn't
she's
want
on
people
the
to know
school
what she
board.
really
Yes,
felt.
but here's the problem.
But what's the school board got to do with it? Should that change your opinion?
No,
What it
she's
should
in a
change is your
position of power.
understanding you're in a position of power.
And
And if you have
influence.
students
Yes.
that are watching you, what they put on, you
Set
teaching
an
what you put on
example,
your
right?
line.
Right, and she was the one that said it.
Yes.
A year ago, they was telling the kids what not to put on social media.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. She goes.
Was this a prime example of what not to put on social media?
They did that before, but here's the problem. She tells the media, "Well, I hope to be able to be forgiven and get respect for my students and the town." This is what she said. So,
But what is she asking for forgiveness for?
because of what she said about Kobe.
No,
my
but that's
point-
what she meant.
I know that's
She
not
said
what
it
she
because she
Exactly.
meant
But here's
it.
my point. The problem is, isn't that the same thing Kobe been trying to do the last 17 years? But we don't want to forgive him. See, that's what I'm saying. It's hypocrite.
Of course.
Hypocritical, and it's fake because you're asking now for us to forgive you in a couple of days of something you said about a man that was
Only
just
because you
killed.
caught heat for
Because
it.
you caught heat for it, and you won't forgive a man 17 years later.
For something that he was never even
And
found guilty of doing.
And half your kids wasn't even born yet.
Well, he's
That's
not even
what-
buried.
So you want
yet,
us
and
to
there's
forgive
been
you
all this
for about
negativity.
something that you did, but you won't forgive him for something he wasn't even convicted of.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Accused.
Crazy. He wasn't convicted. He was accused.
And
The
then-
girl dropped it.
Yeah, and then
called privilege.
Gail, and that's another thing that I think will bother people, African Americans, black people, about Gail. When Lisa Leslie goes, look, in the part of the interview, she goes, well, Kobe, and Lisa did it real nice and slow. She goes, well, Kobe wasn't convicted of the crime,
Right.
and it was dropped.
Yep.
And then Gail goes, and you can almost see her face like, well, that's because the victim didn't show up. Like, I don't give
Well,
a
wait
fuck
a
if the
minute.
victim
I
didn't
heard
show
that
up.
too. But there are times where the state will still take over and
Yeah.
charge you for stuff, right? I don't know why they did.
But here's the point I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm saying.
Well, if you got
Go ahead.
5 to 6 other stains in your drawers from the same day.
Exactly.
DNA's in from the same day.
That's why she didn't go. That's
exactly why.
Why she didn't go to
Because
court?
they start interviewing the guys that partaked into the panty party.
Well, what they did is research who was in the hotel,
Yeah.
and then they came back. But here's the big problem.
So you're trying to say Kobe didn't play by himself? No.
I mean, come on, man. This is what I want to say.
Well, I mean, it is a little suspect.
It is
but-
super suspect. Ain't no little in it.
No, it ain't. Look, this is what I'm gonna say. There is no, and I said it on my social page. There is no amount of money if somebody would rape my sister or someone in my family that I'm gonna tell them to take and not go to court and charge this nigga. Whether it's a black dude, white, okay, who it is. If you rape somebody in my family, I'm gonna say, oh, take the money. So obviously,
Was there any money involved?
yeah.
Oh, so-
Wait a minute, she got paid?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Kobe
she-
paid her on his own because
So
he
she had
was
a
trying to
civil-
do
no, she
the
had a-
right thing.
No, she had a civil case.
Wait, no, she dropped it all.
2005.
I know.
No, 2005.
Right.
Dude, it came back. See, what happened
Oh.
was she had the civil case.
Okay.
You can
I
always
got
get cash
that.
for that. You
I
can
got
always get
that.
cash for
Right,
that.
right.
You know what I mean? So I'm probably sure she left with about 5.
Oh no,
At
she
least
got
5
paid.
million. Yeah.
She got paid more than that. I
So-
think she got like 9 or 10 or something.
Yeah, so my point being is
got paid.
there should be no amount of money that you should take. Because look at Cosby. He paid out money and still going to jail for what he paid
But
out.
Kobe felt like he had to pay her. He
felt
needed
like
to
she
pay
had
her
issue-
because
mental
Kobe had
issues,
it was
right?
no,
damage
because
control.
it
damage
was
control
well.
for
The other
Kobe.
part was he felt like he had destroyed her life. That it was
Even
his
though
fault.
said
He
it,
was married.
But he said what? The only thing they got Kobe on is that part.
That it.
Because
That he was
Kobe-
married.
because Kobe
and
bring-
that he was the celebrity.
Right.
And she can't go nowhere now.
Right. But no, she could because
No,
nobody
I
knew.
mean,
I mean,
nobody
she
knew
can
who
now
was.
with the 10 million, but I'm talking about before.
No, nobody knew who she was, Blue. Nobody didn't know, and then it came out.
Was
It
her
got leaked.
identity ever? I
It
don't
got
remember.
leaked.
Oh, yeah,
Supposedly
it
that
did.
was the reason why she quote
She could be
unquote didn't
standing
want to
right
go to
there. I
trial.
wouldn't know who she was.
I still wouldn't know who she is. But Kobe, what they did, let me tell you, this is what they did. Kobe people went to him and said, and God rest Kobe's soul. Probably went to him and go, hey, we gotta get this thing quiet. Give it $6-7 million. This way, because Kobe gotta remember, he's playing during the championship round.
Killing it.
Killing him.
Killing
You
it.
see, so I mean, to have that kind of focus, to know that you on trial but that lets me know in 2 ways. One, he was a phenomenal, mentally strong person, and 2, I think in the spirit he knew, like, man, I didn't rape this chick. You know what I mean? Because I think as men, and people can say what they want to say about men and black men, but when we know we're guilty, we have signs to show our signs of guiltiness. We're not that. And they want to make us predators, like they're trying to make us all.
Oh, ain't
Well,
no.
wait
ain't
a
no
minute.
doubt.
First of all, rapists don't rape one time.
Right.
Rapists do it
Okay.
over and
Yeah.
over and over again.
Okay.
So, but
They
at the
they
end
could
of
have
the
found
day-
something else.
Well, probably there could have been other women. No one else came forward. So listen, I don't know what happened that
It
night.
was,
None of us
it was
know.
no, it was
but
no other women with Kobe.
What?
Kobe
But-
got caught. He just got caught
He got caught.
fucking around and paid the money to make it go quiet so he can move on, and he did.
Well, at the end of the day, I feel the lesson here is our journalists should do a better job in reporting how they report. I feel like when people die, it's just not the time to bring up all of the bad things about them.
But the sad thing is, you're
No.
bringing up something bad that he was innocent for.
Right.
See, that's what makes it look bad.
Right.
And then you're bringing up something bad after the fact that he's deceased.
Yeah,
Why
where
didn't
you
they bring
can't
it? Like
defend
somebody said,
yourself.
why didn't you bring it up when he won the Oscar the year before?
And then it being a sister, it made it hurt.
Yeah, that's what it is. And also
See, well,
because
I
of Gail,
disagree. I don't agree with that. I don't
That
think
is-
it matters
that-
if
You
you're
don't-
black. I know everybody thinks that when you're black, just because you're black, you get a pass and you shouldn't do something.
No, not the
like
past,
Well,
but
what-
but let me like when somebody says something about you that is supposed to know you and be a part of the struggle you a part of, doesn't it bother you more when it's
Wait a minute, what struggle are we talking about? Because what
The struggle
what
of
is
being-
she
the struggle of being black.
understanding? Just being black.
first of all being black
Mm-hmm.
and being a celebrity and being black?
Okay.
you don't see. You don't, think
You don't-
the
you don't
struggle
see- you don't-
is-
you don't see
I
the struggle
do.
there?
I just don't
Nah,
feel
you
like
gotta-
that
you gotta-
should give you the pass. I feel like
But
no.
that's
Not the pass, the understanding.
Listen, Kobe didn't get a pass.
He didn't get a
The
pass.
point I'm saying, what Blue is saying is, why are you at this time? I'm not saying maybe even in June you can come up and say, Lisa, how did you feel in the time when when Kobe unfortunately died, blah blah blah, and what do you think now? You don't do it within the week.
No,
and go,
I stand and say you shouldn't do it at all. You should have been
What?
asking about it when it
But that's what
happened
Blue is
before.
saying.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
inappropriate now that he just died. We haven't even buried him yet. And 2, 6 months from now, I feel like isn't even appropriate. But that's
It's
just
not
my
appropriate because he wasn't found guilty. Now,
Yes,
if
exactly.
he was guilty and did a couple years in jail or whatever, or a month in jail,
Yes.
like Michael Vick.
And so much time has passed. It didn't just happen last year. It didn't just happen 6 months ago.
17
Like
17
he's
years
created
ago.
a whole
Yeah,
new legacy.
a new
after
person.
that.
Exactly. Like if it's Michael Vick and they have an interview with Vick and they go, well, Mike, do you think what happened with you with the dog fight is going to tarnish your legacy?
They don't even talk about it. Nobody even talks about that anymore.
But the thing
do they?
is, well, they brought it up once he was getting nominated.
Yeah.
Well, not nominated, but he was going to be a captain for the program.
How long
Yeah,
ago was
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Last 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, they
2
brought it
weeks
up.
ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
didn't know
saying.
that.
So
That's ridiculous.
But you know what? That's what these groups and these. I think it's most
Well, he
white
was
people.
found
That's
guilty,
what they
but-
do. They wait for it. They probably read the newspaper and go, okay, who are they going to honor this week? Okay, oh shit, he got in trouble in '84.
Yeah.
Let me know. Let's get him.
Yeah.
Like it got to come.
How
a
are we
point.
going to ruin that?
Yeah, but you know what? And I think that's what Blue was saying about Gail coming out, and even it's been a lot of women, and even Michael Rappaport.
Oh, Rappaport.
Yeah, he came out and was like, what? Because you got to remember, L.A. Kobe was a different type of beast.
Yeah.
You know, people in L.A. and in the world grew up with Kobe, just like a lot. Kobe is only, he's only the third NBA, I think, All-Star or top scorer, whatever it is, that's deceased. Will Chamberlain, I forgot, it was someone else, and Kobe, of the MVPs. Like, everybody else is still alive, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, this was a monumental type of death, and this just wasn't a time for us to go ahead and go, oh, by the way, the rape case, you know what I mean? What do you feel about that? What do you mean what I feel about that? I'm mourning my friend. And Lisa Leslie is mad props. Because anybody else I think would have, even though they would have been defending Kobe, they would have been going at her. And Lisa was like, but he was found.
She did a really
She did
good
a great job.
and
Big
she
props to her.
humanized
She definitely did.
him. I think that was great. But speaking of Michael Vick, they're doing 30 for 30 on him tonight.
right. They definitely are. I want to see that.
I want
Watch
to see
that.
that too.
So you're speaking about football. So what do you think about? Well, they tried to say Jay-Z and Beyonce was the only one that didn't stand up for the national anthem. But if you look at everybody around them, wasn't nobody standing up.
Right? Oh my God! Like that's another problem I have. I'm gonna let you talk first though.
But
Go.
I said what I was saying. I mean, I don't.
You go, then I'm going to go. 'Cause I got
I
to
think
too.
I think that everybody has a choice to make the decision they want to make about how they want to represent themselves under that situation. But I will say this about the national anthem. A lot of people will say, the reason why it was written because it was written with the understanding of racism.
Yep.
So, well, they don't even do the third verse. Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
It's still part
If
of the
the
song.
whole thing was written with the understanding of hatred, how can you just drop a third verse and it not be hatred anymore?
Yeah.
You wrote it in that mindset. So you have to think about that the song has the understanding of hatred energy in the quotations of writing it.
Yep.
So either we do a whole nother song or I have the choice to not participate.
Listen,
in
it
its
doesn't
action.
offend me if someone decides not to stand. I don't care. But the issue I have with celebrities is, like, did you hear Jay-Z explain what happened and why they didn't stand?
Which was terrible.
It was
No,
well,
what did he say?
He didn't do a great job
He
in
did a
explaining
terrible
it, but
job.
pretty much he was like, but
What did he
I
say?
think
He say
was
his feet
honest.
hurt?
He
He's
was
talking
like,
about, I was in celebrity mode. What the
no,
does that
well,
mean?
he said artist mode. He was like, they
Artist
were
mode,
talking,
yeah.
they were, all hype about, the person was pretty nervous, probably about to start. Like, he said, listen, we sat down, we started talking, they're just watching the show. They weren't even thinking about,
That's
I mean,
fake.
they're up in
Nervous.
the
That's
box.
fake. Let me tell you something.
Is he trying to say
If
that
you-
Demi Lovato was nervous about singing somewhere?
Look, I guess
You
they
think
were-
she wasn't for the national
Oh,
anthem? I
D-
missed the
Demi
national anthem,
Lovato?
but
Oh, hell no.
Are you telling me?
Oh, you don't think she was nervous?
I feel like,
Oh,
I don't
man.
care what
Wait a minute,
celebrity
wait a
are,
minute.
you have to
Wait a
be
minute.
nervous
So
for
y'all
the
gonna really
national
go with that
anthem.
excuse that you worried about another? I've been to gang of games, and I don't care what celebrity.
He didn't say worried. He said they
You
were
was in a
talking
gang.
about
What?
it. And
No, go ahead though.
he was in a gang.
No,
Listen,
no, hey,
I
look.
should be. Let me tell you what my issue with the
You
whole
go
thing
first.
is. And I told people this before.
What?
My problem with Jay-Z is
Uh-huh.
this.
Oh, you just have a problem with Jay-Z.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's legit. For three to 3.5 years, Jay-Z was telling everybody not to support the NFL.
Oh.
Yes, sir. And when I'm wrong, just tell me you're wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
He got on Gladys Knight about trying to perform. Right?
Right.
He got on
What did he
Travis.
say about Gladys Knight? Because I don't know.
They didn't want her to perform.
Jay-Z didn't?
Nobody didn't know they didn't want to do it.
Last
Travis
year.
Scott. Travis Scott, correct?
Yep, he made Travis Scott drop it.
Yep. It was someone else that was trying to do it. He rolled people for it. Here was my problem. You go on social media also, you tell people F the NFL, you make a rap about it. So what happens is me or Blue or all of us start supporting Jay-Z, right?
Right.
So say we're on social media going, that's right, F the NFL, F these people, nobody should perform. So
Okay.
So what you're doing is, remember, when you put yourself out there on the social media, now your neck is out there,
Yep.
right? So then you turn on the TV 6 months later, and you see the guy sitting next to the commissioner talking about, we got a deal. Now, guess what? People of the higher art, they're going to forgive Jay-Z because he's powerful.
Right.
His wife is Beyonce.
Right.
Him. Oh, yeah, we forgive Jay-Z.
All right.
But we're not going to forgive his supporters.
Right.
So what we did, my issue, the whole thing was, I felt we put our neck out there to support that cause with Jay-Z, and then we turned around and he got a deal. Now,
What deal?
he did a deal with the NFL.
What's the deal?
Well, shit, I
Well,
left,
we gotta get
I left the
the details.
paperwork. I left my paperwork at home on the desk.
I just remember there being this whole meeting they had.
He
with them.
partnered
I
up
was
with
like,
him.
what
He
happened
partnered-
with
he
them? But he
partnered-
partnered
Hey
to make
Nick,
things
do you know what the
better,
deal
right?
was, dog?
Wait a minute.
I don't know what the deal was, but I
I
did
thought
want to
he
ask you guys a
part- I-
question.
Go ahead,
Go
dog.
ahead.
I think this is a little strange that as black people, I can only speak for a black man. I just wanted to know, why do you think it is that we choose celebrities to be our leaders?
Because we're weak-minded.
I'm gonna leave that up to y'all.
I
No,
believe-
no,
Why do we
no
choose
other nation,
celebrities
no
to
other
be our
nation
No
of
other
people
nation,
on the
yes.
planet are represented by celebrities or entertainers.
I agree.
Because you know why?
Because they have the platform here.
Why don't I'm just saying, I don't really hold Jay-Z responsible, just like a white person wouldn't hold Clint Eastwood responsible for it.
Right.
I don't hold him responsible, but I feel like they have the platform. So if you have the platform, you should take advantage of it.
I know what you're saying, and I agree with you saying, but I know what you're saying in terms of why, as a country, we make our celebrities people of power in terms of being influenced.
Yeah.
My problem is, I think it's laziness. You know, really, we think about all of the white folks that get mad at Barry Bonds because he did steroids, right? And I remember listening to the radio show, and this
You still got to hit the ball.
Yeah, and this white guy goes, "What do I tell my son? About Barry Bonds?" So I remember Max Kellerman said, "Well, how old's your son?" He's 4. I'm like, nigga, he don't even need to know about steroids. 4 years old. What the fuck he need to know about steroids for? So my point is, just to answer Nick's question, we put power in it because I think as a country we're lazy and we try to find a way to put either the power or the blame or even the money making on someone else beside ourselves.
So let me ask you this: Jay-Z had the power to get in the room with the NFL.
Yeah.
And express the concerns, and I felt like he was speaking on behalf of those who have a voice but couldn't obviously sit with the NFL, right? So you have a problem with that, or no?
Okay, so that's great. But what did he say in that meeting? He said,
I was in the meeting. I heard clips, which is another problem because we didn't hear the entire
Well, you
meeting.
should have heard but you should have went on YouTube and listened to it because it was on there. And when it was on it, he said
The full meeting?
the meeting was on it.
All right, I'm going to listen to it tonight.
Yes, do it.
So what did he say?
He said, when they asked him about kneeling, what did he say? I think we're past kneeling. Who remembers that part?
I think I do remember
So-
that. So are we not past kneeling?
Exactly. Which
I'm
is
asking
what,
you,
yes.
are we?
So that's why people had an issue with him sitting. Don't you get it? That's what I'm
But
saying.
he's saying that's not why he sat. I feel like that
He
wasn't
said-
intentional.
Let me say something. I'm 53.
You think it was intentional is what
I'm
you're saying.
53. In all my life, anytime I've gone into a sporting event, when that national anthem come up, there's at least 5,000 people around me standing up. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
But he had everyone around him not standing up.
Because he probably told him not to.
He ain't telling them not to stand
Then
up.
why
They
wouldn't you stand
decided
up?
not to stand up.
So
And
why?
nobody
Well,
said anything about anybody else not standing up.
Well, it's the same
Nobody.
thing.
We don't even know who else wasn't
Guess
standing
what?
up in
They
the box.
wasn't important. And
But
they
it
also
should
don't-
be important.
No, they don't have a pact with the NFL either.
We don't know that. We're gonna go back and figure out who else was
Okay,
in the
let
box
me ask
that
you a
probably
question.
has
Let
the
me ask
pack.
you-
Well, first of all, everybody in that room was
They were
movers and shakers.
important
That's for damn
people.
sure.
Exactly. So my question is,
important,
but let
but
me
they
ask you a
were
question.
entertainment
Have you
people.
been to games before? Have you been to sporting events?
But like,
No, just
yeah.
any sporting event. When the national anthem comes, do people start standing up?
Green, let's be clear. I'm down
I
on
asked
the
you a question. I
bleachers
didn't
with
ask you-
everybody else that's standing
Hold
up.
on,
It's a
okay.
little different.
Let's take this phone call and see what they think. What do you think about Jay-Z not standing up? This is Blue Mitchell, baby.
What up, Blue? This Darnell out that Tuscaloosa area.
Hey, what's up, dog? What's going on, dog?
What up?
Hey, man,
What I think
give
about-
me your opinion, baby.
On Jay-Z?
Yeah,
What'd he do?
on ZJ. Give me your opinion on him not standing up for the national anthem. Did you watch the game?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
during the game in the national anthem, he didn't stand up, but he wasn't the only one that didn't stand up in the room. But they were upset with him not standing up because he was the one who was leading the fight against, and then he became partners. And he said we were past kneeling. So if we're past kneeling, then what's the next stand? To sit down? Ignore it completely? What?
Or why
I feel like it's like don't you know them people they have up on the thing that win on the scratch off? Like he won 50,000, they take the picture. I feel like it's just a prop.
Oh, so you think he was the whole thing was about being a prop?
Yeah, it's just a prop.
Okay. So what do you feel about the national anthem? Would you, when they come on, will you stand, or will you kneel, or will you just not pay attention at all?
Yeah, I respect the house that I'm in.
There you go, man. Man, respect.
If you tell me to take my shoes off at your door, say you got new carpet or whatever, I'm not just gonna walk in there with mud on my shoes.
Okay. So whatever the rules of the house is, you're playing that.
That's what you got to go by. Now my house is different. My house run how I run it.
Okay.
But I want to speak on the piece when y'all was talking about Gail.
Okay, go ahead, dog.
I feel like she just took the opportunity to say how she felt. Her and Oprah is like best friends for a reason because they both victims of rape when they was little. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
right.
So, like, they kind of get a pass with me because, man, like, I ain't met too many women that been raped like that when they was little that don't feel how they feel. Any opportunity, that's a sensitive subject for them. And I want to say, a girl that's on the show with you, she definitely hitting on. She got courage in that way. Like I could tell, she'll say what she feels and what she say. A lot of people not like that, and you got to respect that. If that's how she feels, whether it's wrong or right, she got the right to her opinion. If everybody else want to speak on it,
but check this out: Oprah and Gail know that they were raped, right? They also know who their rapist was, right?
Right.
They don't know that Kobe raped that woman. And they for damn sure know he was not convicted of it. So why bring your fight into his world that didn't even exist?
Right. As a journalist,
because
you're supposed to bring your
delusional.
emotions into it.
She's delusional. People that's like that, they schizophrenic. People that have painful memories of the past, they relive it.
Well, she got enough money for her to sit on somebody's couch, not to sit in a chair and interview somebody to do her problems out.
No.
And put, she could have put Lisa Leslie in a bad position.
A bad position. First of all, she did put her in a
like
bad
she
position.
did put her in a bad position.
She did, but I mean, she could have put her in one where Lisa didn't know how to answered it wrong.
Listen, somebody
And
prepped her beforehand.
it would have touched up her career and the understanding that Lisa Leslie is a people of the community.
Of LA.
So there would have been people being able to reach out and say what they feel about the whole situation. If she'd have handled the situation wrong, she would have been eaten up. And Gail, they can't reach Gail.
And let me ask you a question, brother. Let me ask you a question, brother, man. What's his brother name? Bro, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, my brother.
To the caller. Did you feel, I think, and I just said it here earlier, that most of the men had issues when Gail went to Lisa Leslie and said, you being a woman, how did you blah, blah, blah about it? Which means you're taking the whole aspect of man, women out of it, and you just want to put it on her and say, well, you being a woman, it always makes you trying to say, like, okay, you have to side with me because you being a woman, don't you feel that Kobe should have been, or whatever the situation may be in the question? So
well, the
that
problem
was the
I
issue.
have with that is she was his friend. She wasn't just a woman out
exactly.
there who
there you go.
could just give an opinion. Like, that was his friend. What else was she going to do or say but defend him? Like,
no, I ain't talking about Lisa Leslie. I'm talking about what Gail said to.
Well, I'm saying that makes it all worse. Like,
right,
what did she think
exactly. What
Lisa was going to say to her?
Right.
Like,
but then what do you feel about when she said this? Then she goes, so now after Lisa Leslie answered the question about, well, was Kobe ever this way? Then she goes, well, you being his friend, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
And I think that's some bullshit. Because I can look at any of my partners. Oh, you remember that part?
Danny, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You right. you right on what you're saying, but you have to understand the other person's side of you too. You got to be objective in your thinking.
You
I
have
was
to be,
about
but
to say, but a good friend,
but-
if you fuck up, you fuck up.
Yeah,
a good
but yeah,
friend's
right.
gonna tell you.
You have to
Yeah,
be objective.
exactly. But we all know what that is, though, and just give her a pass. I mean, I don't think you should persecute her
Well, it's
for
not,
it.
but you know what though? It's not that
It
you
is,
persecute her, but again, like we said earlier, you're asking for us to forgive or forget a situation with the person because they made a mistake, correct? Correct?
No, I'm not saying because they made the mistake. Everybody make mistakes.
Okay, but-
I'm saying I'm talking about give her because she's speaking out of a place of hurt. She's been raped and all
but
that
that's
when
still,
she was younger.
I
man.
got you, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you. So what I'm saying is, you're still saying we should give her a pass because something happened, right? Whether it was good or bad. So why can't we learn? Why can't anybody in this country give Kobe a pass for saying, you know what, he didn't get charged?
We do, those that know, but she like I say, now it would have been, now if it was somebody that didn't, wasn't a spokesman for that rape stuff and all that, then it'd be, we'd have a different
Also,
conversation.
sir,
but since
also-
it's that,
One
we
last
just
thing
gonna
too.
leave it alone. Ain't no need to persecute her and make the situation worse.
Right.
Just
Well,
let her have
can
that.
can I ask you a
Go ahead,
question?
Blue.
Was this the time?
Yeah, that's it.
Number one was just at this moment. If you're talking about giving her a break, you know who need a break?
Kobe.
And
Kobe.
And
Not
his
only
family.
his wife need a break.
wife and kids.
His
parents.
17-year-old daughter that's now done lost her little sister. That it was only her and her sister for a long time, and the wife, the only man she's ever known.
And believe it or not, the
Wait a
other
minute.
family,
How long ago
understand
did that
Blue.
happen?
I
2003.
understand that, Blue. I got it, man. Everybody, a lot of people, close people that died with me and all that stuff too. But I'm saying you just gotta let it go. Even everybody don't feel that way about Kobe. Maybe just because we feel that way about Kobe and what he did for the game and all that,
You're
there's
absolute-
some people out there that don't even know nothing about that, man.
See, and that's the
Point taken.
point.
They don't care
And
nothing
bro,
about that.
and that's the point we're making. It happened so long ago. Not that those who, but just think about with that teacher and other people. Some of these people weren't even born.
I was
Some
just about
kids-
to say, what about
so
his
kids-
daughter?
but
Like,
not
her
only that-
friends were young and didn't even
Yeah.
know what was going on. So now this is a whole new
Right.
world that they're
Or-
now being
or-
introduced
or
to.
the
with them.
people
Like,
that got
that's so
killed,
sad.
or the people that died in the plane accident. I mean, the helicopter
Yeah.
accident with Kobe. They're people. Maybe they knew what Kobe went through. Maybe they spoke to their kids and said, "You know what? This is what happened to Kobe years ago, but he's a changed
But maybe
guy."
they did not. Who's
And you know what?
talking about
But-
that to their
right,
kids?
exactly. But what I'm saying is, I'm actually going to the level that may not even had
Right,
happened.
maybe.
So now we have it, my man, where kids, like, which is one of the reasons that this teacher's catching heat. Some of these kids at that school where she's the principal weren't even born when when this act happened. Now people who have followed Kobe the last 5 or 6 years of his life, the last game that he ever played when he got 60 points, they're like, oh my God, you know.
Danny, but it's in public record. It's it's
no, but
on,
kids, you know, and I know
it's
people ain't living in
documented.
the public.
It happened. It's not like she's telling something that was a secret. It's
I know that,
documented.
but like Blue said earlier, was this the time?
Was this the
Yeah,
time?
that's the point.
By the way,
Listen.
in case y'all don't know, the memorial service will be 224.
Right.
And they're doing it in respect of her number was 2 and his number was 24. And it's going to be at the Staples Center. They talked about doing it at Sports Arena. They talked about doing it in different venues because they said it was, they felt that the Staples Center wasn't big enough for what they were going to put together. But he built that house.
Yeah.
So they're going to go
Did
ahead
you
and
say
do
her number was 2?
Yes.
She was 2 and he was 24. That's,
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
No, I thought the number was
crazy.
8. I thought it was 8. Her number was 8.
No, her number was 2.
Her number's 2.
He had 8
Yeah,
and
yeah.
24.
Oh, that's
right?
what 8.
Kobe's
yeah,
first
yeah,
number was
yeah,
8.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was your
Okay,
number in
see,
the
great.
keynote.
I mean, I knew something.
But yeah,
know a
just in
lot.
case, my man, I get what you're saying. But look here, I tell you what, the one thing about black folks are we're the most forgiving people on the planet.
We are,
So
yeah.
at the same
Sometimes
time,
too forgiving
now we
for
gonna
our
we gonna
people.
whoop you. We gonna spank that hand. But we are
And
the most
emotional, don't
forgiving
forget that.
people on. Yes, we also are that forgiving people on the planet. So this understanding about Gail, it'll pass. It's just in the moment that it happened, we still look how long it's taken for us to even be able to send him off right.
Yeah.
We in the moment that it happened, it just was a bad time. It was like not right now.
And you know another thing too, my man? Everybody that is 20 years or 16 or 17 years of age at that time grew up with Kobe. We came in and watched Kobe, especially if you live in L.A. and you were here in 96. You saw Kobe come in as a kid. You saw Kobe go on his prime with go on Brandy's prom. I mean, you saw him on TV. You saw him grow. So when that, even what happened in Colorado happened, there was still some sympathy for him because it's like, our brother, our friend is in trouble.
But you know what? You still have to honor what this man said.
I'm not disagreeing with him.
No matter how much we feel, there's
Right.
always going to be at least one person
Yes.
who don't give a damn about Kobe
Yes.
Bryant.
But you know what? But again, Gail, in her case, like my man said, sometimes people get emotional. But here's the thing. As a journalist, there's a rule. I know this. You can't have your emotions dictate
True.
what you know what I'm saying? Because now you're not interviewing. You're not.
Well, I don't agree with him saying that it was her emotions. What I feel at this point is us included, everyone is spending so much time about talking about the people who are talking so negative about him. I just want to see a shift and see it be more positive.
So,
Man,
so nobody's buying the story that Gail said that they sprung this on her, right?
Hey man, I appreciate you calling,
No,
but
I
I'm gonna
said
ask you
they
one.
sprung that
I'm gonna ask you
comment.
one
Well, no,
question.
she did. She said her producers put
He go-
that up, and she didn't know. It was
I
from.
appreciate you calling, but I'm gonna ask you this one question. So from the interview, did you get an understanding that Gail believed that he did it?
I know the caller hung up.
No, I just want. I know he still listening.
Okay.
I know he's still listening.
That's a great question, though, Blue.
Yeah, I mean, is that going across the world?
I think that's what it is. Because when she said, see, the thing
The
is,
way she said it. Oh, well, you're his friend. You wouldn't have seen it.
and when she goes, well, you know, the witness didn't show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's saying.
Well, that was the journalist in her. I mean, I don't feel like that was the.
Did you
let
look
me-
at?
First
did
of all,
did you
that
look
wasn't
at it?
journalism.
Did you look at the
I did.
video? Did you see her expressions when she said it?
I mean, maybe I didn't look as closely as you are. I'll watch it again.
Well, that's our job. I mean, that's what you're gonna do. You know, we're gonna talk about it. Go back and look at it again. See how she acted. She was like, she had that interview, like she had that body, you know,
Her
language,
posture
like
and demeanor was
she was like, you know,
this
well, you know, he, you know, the witness didn't show up,
I mean,
and Lisa, and I think it caught Lisa Leslie more off surprise than anything. Leslie was like, well, okay, when are we gonna let this go?
can we all just agree or disagree that
Hey,
it's
look here.
inappropriate? Like,
So,
right?
I agree.
I tell you what.
I don't think it was right to do.
So Chris Rock, in one of his jokes, he said, you know, the number one thing, the first job that a man has to do is to make sure to keep his daughter off the pole.
Keep off the pole.
So J-Lo was on the pole at the Super Bowl.
Pow, pow,
Now-
J-Lo.
Did you find it to be a problem that she chose to do that during now this is a man's sport, number one. Men watch it more than, well, it seemed like women are really getting into
Yeah, be
it.
careful, Blue.
I'm about to jump over the fence with that one.
You're gonna get a couple
But let me
phone
tell you,
calls.
it's a sport in that understanding. Do you think that it was inappropriate that she was swinging on the pole and had kids in the cage
They had kids
on
in
national?
the cage? I missed the
No.
headline.
The
I
kids
do
came
not.
down on the cage.
Oh, yeah.
They
No.
came down there.
No, I don't.
You didn't think it was
find a problem
inappropriate?
with the poll? Nope.
You didn't find nothing
I
problem?
do. I do.
You do? You do?
You
Because they
did.
got mad at Janet Jackson showing the titty.
First of all,
What's the
we
difference?
didn't see her titties. She was on the pole, fully clothed. Well, half.
Wait. She was fully clothed?
I mean,
Oh, I'm
we
sorry.
didn't see her
I guess
titties.
booty cheeks don't count no more. My fault.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my sister, when you go out the house, just wear your panties. You good?
Yeah.
I mean, that is the difference.
What's the
I
difference?
think she wasn't showing her tits.
But Janet wasn't swinging on the pole. And it was a malfunction of her clothes.
I feel like it was done.
But
class.
think about it, though. Janet caught hell for a malfunction.
Was that like 20? How long ago was it?
I don't know,
So
but
now
you
we
know.
Well, didn't we just go back
Well,
to Kobe?
I feel like
Yeah.
it's a different time. The way J Lo was dressed is how you see almost every female artist dressed now. I don't care if it's Super Bowl or what it is.
I will say this.
But
on the,
somebody had to bear a cross in order for her to be able to do that now. That's the point that Dan is trying to make.
The
Well,
titty coming
I
out
didn't have
helped
a
us
problem.
out.
The way
Janet
she
was
dressed.
Joan of Arc being burned at the stake. Just so
Look,
J.Lo
remember
Black could
last
be on the pole.
year, my
Showing her
man took
full
his
breast.
shirt off and was just tattooed up performing on the stage
That was
for the
the problem?
NFL.
I don't care.
If he can take off, if she can't, she had a malfunction. It was an accident. She show a boob. He walking around with his shirt off the whole show.
But, okay, so let's move on to the cages.
Oh, okay. I'm just, what about the cage? You didn't have a problem with the kids being in the cage coming from?
I was offended because it made me
Actually-
think about the kids on the border. I'm sorry.
I feel
That's
like
was the
that
whole
was the
point.
message.
That was the message.
point.
That was the message.
But it was to give to send a message. It wasn't harmful. I didn't take offense to it.
Well, you know what?
First,
Somebody
and it
better.
actually took me a minute to realize.
You know who
that
better
that's
take
what-
offense to it? All the
what-
people that are against it. Because a number
Wait a
of years
minute,
ago.
against what? The kids or the movement?
Well,
or
against the border and border stuff that they should be against. We should be hearing people that are against them holding kids at the border. Those people should be speaking up and saying this wasn't right. I don't care. But when I'm only being sarcastic because 4 years ago, when Beyonce did the halftime show and made the X, remember?
Yeah.
For police brutality,
Yeah.
Beyonce called hell to the point where the police said we're not even going to defend her. See?
Yeah.
That's the problem. That
Keep
I
your
have.
political thoughts off the
Yeah,
stage.
thank you. So that's the problem.
That's
I
what
have
they said.
But
as a
who
person.
gives a fuck what they say? She did it anyway, and so did J-Lo. Who cares?
What I'm saying is, see,
It's platform.
what's good
If
for
you
the
have the
goose-
platform, use it.
what's good for the goose is good for the gander, which means it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
So you think she shouldn't have used that as her platform to
No,
talk
I'm
about
saying if people gonna go after Beyonce for just making an X to bring light to
it? Well,
police
clearly
brutality,
somebody's going after J-Lo because we're talking about it. What are people
no,
saying?
but they're not going after that. They're only going after because of how she dressed. There's
So
somebody.
nobody's
Do you know
talking
the
about the
Christian?
cages?
Do you know how much the Christian group is suing her for?
So, why?
$762 trillion.
So with who? J-Lo?
Yeah, and the
Because
NFL
of the way she was dressed?
for the halftime show.
Well, so we're on crack. But,
Ooh, when you go to
who's gonna say
heaven,
something
when you go to
about- and I'm a
heaven and you at the
Christian.
gate,
How do I
you
dictate
get
what she
in, you
wears
get
on
in,
her
but they're
show?
gonna be, it's gonna be one of them at the
Why you
gate
give me
talking
that
about
look?
she
I
said
can't
I'm
say
pregnant.
that.
No, because you ain't got to worry about them suing you. They don't think you got any money. Don't worry
I
about it.
don't.
Yeah, you ain't
You
worry
can
about
sue me for all
She
the
spent a lot
things
of money
I
on
got.
that blue jacket, though.
And this jacket is hot,
The jacket is hot. That's electric blue, ain't it?
and it goes well with your hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Highlights the grays.
Wow.
Blue is on fire, bang bang.
So we in Black
Hard
History
tonight.
This
Like,
is Black
Month.
History
We're
Month.
in Black History Month,
All the
and
dark skinned people up here.
I didn't know that it was a sister
What?
who created the sanitary belt. Now her name is Mary Kenner, but I didn't know that the Kotex, the tampon, was called a sanitary
The
belt.
rag, man. Just say it. You want to say it?
I first of all, I didn't know it was a sister. That's like, it trips me out. Like, did anybody know that?
I didn't know, but I think it's amazing.
I didn't know it's called a sanitary belt.
Okay, go ahead.
No, we're gonna go
Speak
back
of
to
it.
J-Lo because I figured out about the cages. But let's finish.
Did a
with the
sanitary belt slip off on the pole? I mean, like, what, what made you go? What made you go
Where'd you
from?
go
You
to J-Lo?
moved too fast. I wanted to figure out the whole cage thing. But go ahead.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
Sanitary
okay.
now.
My bad.
Ladies
My
and
bad.
gentlemen.
Maria's
Okay, we'll
Ladies and gentlemen, our
I mean,
life and
Google's only
rewind.
gonna-
Well,
But
before
so-
we go
so
back
fast.
to before we go to J Lo, the second Black History person that we're going to give a shout out to
Yes.
is my man Lonnie Johnson,
Lonnie, congrats. And send me some money.
Super Soaker creator. Just won a lawsuit with Hansborough for $72.9 million.
I think we cousins.
Man.
Now, here's the crazy part. Everybody think
Some money.
Hasbro bought a company that he had the deal
Exactly.
with.
So he already made some cash.
Yeah, so they bought the company, and when buying the company, they got actually stuck with the lawsuit. So it wasn't like Hansborough
Caused it.
caused it, or they were the ones that was denying
But
him
I
the
think
chips.
they knew he had some chips though coming.
Oh, no. Ain't no doubt
know,
about it.
You know if a man got some. You know if you're at your corporation headquarters and they go, how much did we make on this Super Soaker this month? And they, we made about $40 million. Ooh, good. And then, you were like, yo, we gonna get this nigga.
They actually made $200 million
Wow.
from it,
So
and he got 72.9. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, he's still making money.
he's
And when
still-
did
don't
that
trip.
happen?
Money. Don't trip.
The checks are still coming.
When did he get the money?
He just got it.
He just got it.
And the lawsuit been
It's
on for-
fresh money.
The lawsuit been going on for years.
Yeah, it's been going on for years because he was supposed
how
to
much
get
money did he
because
get?
in 72.9. The way it was supposed to roll, he was supposed to get 1%. He was supposed to get 1%, then 2% when it got to a certain level, then 4% when it got to another level, and so penalties and assessment fees 72.9 million.
I felt like the cartoon characters when they're on the calculator doing
72.
a.
You know
So
what?
how much
I
he would have
would've
made more money not if they paid him right.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking, normally when somebody comes up with this, you don't understand that they, it's just a dude who just came up with an idea. This dude was,
He had a number of inventions. You know.
a bunch of inventions. He worked for NASA. He was He was a beast from the Middle East, Tokyo and Watts.
Yeah, he was serious. 120.
Oh, he was serious. But 72.9 million? Man, let me tell you something.
He don't need to invent anything else.
I can't imagine. I mean, just going to the bank
I can.
and telling the bank, yo, hey, go to the bank and the teller says, how much do you want back? Well, give me 70 million back. Put the other 2 million in the bank and give me 70 million. Let me go out and buy this yacht, house, car.
Yeah, he's 70.
I mean, you laugh at buying a donut. How much that cost? I can't get that for free because I shouldn't have to pay for the little stuff like this anymore.
You know what I'm going to do? Since you don't want to give me a free donut, I'm going to buy the building. How about I buy the building? Now y'all get
And you're fired.
Yeah, and you're fired. Get your little black ass about it.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a minute, take a break, and we're going to come back. My man behind the scenes, the producer, Nick Shabazz.
Big Nick.
Take us on out, baby.
When do you think about me, baby? When do you think about me, baby? When do you think about me, baby?
Hey guys, it's Shelly Rio from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
It's your boy Speedy,
And Shelly Rio,
and we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam, where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly Rio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
Like I think about you.
I think of you all the time. You're always on my mind. I think of you all the time. You're always on my mind, my mind, my mind.
Girl, I know you're here today, but you're in mine every day, baby. I love to think about you. You make my heart go boom, 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 baby. It's just you and me, baby. In my mind, I just want to touch you, hold you, and let you know where I've been. Let me apologize for all the things I've done to you in my mind. Do you think about me? Hey, like I think about you.
I think of you all the time. You're always on my mind. I think of you all the time. You're always on my mind, my mind, my mind.
Thank you for
Blue
that.
music.
Thank you for that.
Hey.
Damn, y'all good.
I'm just gonna play some instrumentals. If y'all feel inspired, you know, do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We waiting for Shelly to get here. You know, we just chilling.
Okay.
Right.
Somebody in their car said, record it! I feel like I'm in the studio trying to find the right beat.
If you're rolling, then I'm rolling,
where you rolling to, baby?
if you're rolling,
Get in my ride, take you there. What did you do wrong? You shouldn't be on the bus stop, baby. You should be in my car.
so pick me up, take me where you wanna go. Pick me up, anywhere you wanna go.
Let's
I
go.
feel your speed, you know how to feed me.
I'm riding on excitement, just to know that you are next to me in my ride. Oh, baby, watch me go fast. Put my foot to the floor.
Put your foot on the gas,
Oh,
take me there fast.
yeah.
Let the top down, turn the music up. I'm gonna give it up.
Baby, do you like my ride? With the top down, oh, we gonna glide. Said we're listening to the rollout on the radio, and it's going down today. Baby, it's a Tuesday, and it's Talk to Me Tuesday. Get into my ride.
I'm in your ride now.
Get
We're
into
gonna
my
fly
ride.
now. I'm in your ride now.
Get
We're
into
gonna
my
fly
ride.
now. I'm in your ride now.
Get
We're
into
gonna
my
fly
ride.
now. Hey,
Get into my ride. Do you wanna ride in my Mercedes, babe? Do you wanna get in my car, babe? I got more than one car, babe. So we can go and do whatever
you got the speed I need.
to do.
You got the speed I
Get
need.
into my ride.
You got the speed I
Get into
need.
my ride.
You got the speed
Vroom,
I
vroom,
need.
vroom, vroom. Blue music.
We got 9 motherfucking songs in one day. Feel like Tupac.
Hey, that was y'all pretty good at this, you know.
Yeah.
Y'all should be singing. You know? Y'all should look into that.
Working at Costco might not be working out for y'all.
I'm getting back to me, baby. I'm getting back to me, baby.
That's me, baby.
I'm getting back to me now that you're gone. Now that you're gone away, yeah. I'm getting back to me, baby. I'm getting back to me, baby. I'm getting back to me, baby. Now that you're gone. Now that you're gone, gone.
But what about me? I barely see you anymore. What about me? Ever since you left that door, what about me? I need some love, care, kisses, hugs. Now that you're gone, what about me?
Can you spell bye-bye? Be wise. 'Cause I'm gone, super gone now. I was here for you so long. You didn't wanna come home. You had somebody you thought was better than what you had at home. The grass wasn't green. It was just painted brown. You should have stayed on your side, which was the good side. But now I'm gone. I'm gone.
What about me?
Back to me, baby.
What about me?
I'm getting back to me, baby.
Oh, what about me?
Say what? Yeah. I'm getting back to me, baby. I don't like to go to the gym, baby, but I like working out with you, darling. I can get my sweat on every night and day. Can I work out with you, baby? Can I work out with you, darling? I don't like to do. Yeah. I don't like to go to the gym, baby, but I like working out with you, darling. I can get my sweat on every night and day. Can I work out with you, baby? Can I work out with you, darling? I don't like to do push-ups, pull-ups, or anything physical other than you, baby. I can get my muscles pumped up, oh, my muscles pumped up with you, baby. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do.
thank me later for writing that song for you.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? My favorite part. I don't like to go to the gym, baby, but I like working out with you, darling.
That's my favorite part, too.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Ladies and gentlemen, we back on the dance floor. It's your name. It's your boy, Blue Mitchell, and his counterparts.
Cohorts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the lovely, somebody asked, what is that lady's name in the electric blue jacket? Her name is Maria. Conjita Gonzalez. No, her name is Maria.
What did she just tell you?
People are really gonna walk up to me and start talking Spanish.
There ain't nobody gonna speak Spanish to you. There ain't nobody gonna.
Yeah, ain't no Spanish people in LA.
Yeah.
Mexicans.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
And then to my left, my right hand man.
Too hard.
Huh. D Green.
Yo, D Green. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's good to be black.
Huh. And they call him Deep Down Dave because his voice is so deep and he gets down. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Dave.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
It's Barry White motherfucker over here.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time we do that, we looking at chicken.
Yo, they're scraping his
As
coat.
long as I don't get no chicken grease on the mic, we good.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
All
let me
right,
tell you
all
something.
right. If you get chicken grease on the mic, you're a little too close.
I know, I know we're not promoting it, but god damn it, it's gotta be something in that
Hey,
Popeyes
man,
chicken.
love that chicken from Popeyes. I'm trying to tell
I'm
you.
telling you, man. It's two things I feel like is crack cocaine in it.
Oh.
Popeyes chicken and Snapple. God damn.
Snapple.
Oh man, have you ever had a cold
Wait, this fool
Snapple?
said
I coulda
Snapple.
named
Like,
so
I could have
many other
named
things,
them
but
things.
Million
Snapple.
and
I
one.
swear
Like I
to God,
said.
I swear to God, whoever makes
I'm saying.
Snapple got crack
Man,
cocaine
it's
in it.
Popeyes chicken and chitlins.
Which Snapple are you drinking?
Man,
What Snapple you drinking?
try. This one, what you do?
Crack.
Get that kiwi,
Snapple and
get
Hennessy.
that kiwi strawberry Snapple.
Snapple hen.
Put it in the fridge and get it icicle cold.
Ice.
Not
sickle.
ice cold,
Ooh.
icicle.
He said
Icicle
icicle cold.
Sickle cold.
Icicle cold.
You know you're not supposed to drink anything really cold.
I don't
Yeah,
care
that's
how I
what I
die. If it comes to a Snapple, kill me, nigga.
Oh my God! All right. God damn! Kill him over
We
Snapple.
know what's gonna be the drink at your repast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got some barbecue
Kiwi
chicken
strawberry Snapple.
and Snapple.
You know, Netflix and a meal. And he be like, "Baby, I got the Popeyes and the Snap, baby."
She gonna be like, "Where's the wine?
You know what I'm saying?
Touch the wine, you getting shot. But you can have the Snapple."
You can have
That
that
a
Snapple.
Snapple.
Why you always shooting somebody that comes over your house? Female. It's
Yeah.
Hey,
kinds of stuff.
childhood, you know.
Childhood.
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
You know
But
what I'm
Maria,
saying?
Maria,
Certain
if you
things
ever came
behind.
over,
Like homeboy said, you
would
just gotta
not be
forgive
shot.
him.
I would what?
You
I
don't
said
know
you
what he
would
been
not
through.
be shot.
I
You
would
don't know what
not
you
be
been through.
shot.
You would not be shot. You gonna live through the whole night.
Hey,
You
hey,
the whole night.
You gonna make it through the
whole
night.
night.
Yeah,
I
the
shoot
whole
up the
night.
club.
Maybe even part of the morning.
Part of the morning. Yeah.
As the young folks said, I'll shoot up the club. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know what that is?
Shoot up the club.
Yeah, you don't know what that means? Because I'm on the table with a whole bunch of old motherfuckers. See, shoot up club is when you have sex and you come, you shooting up the club.
See, that's a.
You didn't know nothing about that?
You know why?
That's a
Because that's a
young
nigga that's
person
trying to
thing?
stay
That's
young.
a young
yeah.
person thing. You didn't know that?
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
Horrible.
yeah.
Oh,
He
you hearing
trying.
that?
He trying to stay young. Nigga, just say
Yeah,
you got
hey,
some ass
look.
and you shot up it. That's all.
No,
That's all it is. Quick and get up.
that's that one salmon just constantly trying to swim upstream.
Yeah.
I can make it.
Yeah.
I can make it. I know I can
Be
do
like,
it.
yo, Larry, just come down with us, homie.
Just come on, man. Come on now.
That's horrible.
Mine don't even swim no more. They lay down.
That croquette, that croquette can is waiting on you, dog. Just come on
They
on.
lay down.
Come on down. No kids involved. Just come
No,
on
sir.
down.
Just come on down. Go to the upper room.
How do I swim?
Danny, you the sportsman. Now
I am.
You know what's going on with your girl Simone Biles?
Well, not only that she's a very beautiful, lovely, attractive woman, but she's the first one to land that triple-double in competition, man. She was a beast, man. She is. You know what's funny, crazy about her?
You gonna tell us?
Yes, she is still good. You know what? I can't stand when black women hate on black women.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? See, that's black women. That's black women crime. See, they always talk about how hard I am
I
on black
like
women.
her.
No. Don't try to jump on the bandwagon now.
Because I thought when he said, you know what's crazy about it? I thought he was gonna. I thought you were gonna say she a woman.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to give her some pub. But of course, you know what it is?
Oh, yeah.
It's light skin on dark skin crime. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it
Maria,
is.
she light
Meanwhile, I
skinned.
really like her.
Oh, no, don't try to clean it up now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have that. Go ahead. Tell
Yeah,
us about
thank
her.
you. So she's a very, very attractive young lady. But what I think is going to be interesting is a lot of times when these gymnastics ladies, they get old, they kind of outgrow their body, even though they're still kind of small.
Right.
But she is still small. I think she's going to come back to this next Olympic and win gold again. And it's very hard to do that in,
How old is she?
She's like 22, 23.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, she ain't growing into nobody no time soon.
What are you talking about? She's
22.
Do you know how old that is for gymnastics?
That's pretty old.
You know how old the Chinese are? You know how old the Chinese are?
The female body really shifts that much at that age, though.
For that sport. What are you talking about? You tumbling, you
now,
bending?
I'm gonna ask this question: is it true? Because they say that women, the reason once they start having sex, because it start changing the structure of the women's body, that's when they start falling off.
All women or the gymnastic
The
women?
gymnastic, their chest start getting bigger because
oh, is that what happens?
Yeah, that's when they say they normally start falling
I was in gymnastics, so I can't say.
We know that.
You too tall for the pole.
Yeah, you too tall.
I mean, excuse me for the poles. They were poles.
Okay.
Nah, she don't look like a pole. You know what? She looks like one of those girls that would just be the pimp at the club. Just sit at the bar and niggas buy drinks for her all night. And then she go home, talk about going to church in the morning.
Oh, that's Olympic day.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw God on you right at the end of the night when you want to get with her. Hey, what you doing tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to church in the morning.
Well,
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know about the God part.
$55 worth of drinks.
I don't know about the God
Sunday.
part, but I know y'all were here when she prayed.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
For those who haven't seen her pray,
Wow.
I want you to look at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
I'm having a prayer. It wasn't on.
Yeah, we didn't put it on.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah.
put it
Oh,
on.
okay. That's
We
well,
didn't
it's
put
the
it
same thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to pray by myself
Yeah.
next time.
She's going
But
to
I'ma
practice.
pray
I
for
want you to
y'all.
practice this
Yeah,
week.
you wanted to practice.
You know you're going to pray for
Yeah.
us. We prayed for you last week.
She finished
fuck
praying,
I
and
know.
we was like, you could have kept that to yourself.
When you was in the Indy 500 last week, we was praying for you.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
All I heard the cops singing was, "Here she comes,
Okay.
comes be racer. She's a demon on wheels. She gonna kill you and she gonna run over all the white boys."
For the record, for
Yes.
our viewers,
Oh, sorry.
someone made a left turn in front of me. I had the right
They
way.
did. They did.
'Cause you-
Yes.
yeah,
They
I mean,
did.
y'all have spent the last hour and plus minutes sounding like I was a crazy driver. It was not me.
Oh no, you weren't a crazy driver. You were you were driving. I mean,
driving.
you're a woman driver. I mean,
See?
Wow.
I know. That's crazy.
Blue,
And a
you
woman,
just
what's
lost
that mean, Blue?
two-
You a women driver.
Two
What's that
whole
mean?
followers.
Yeah, you were.
Two
Blue,
whole
the
followers.
only two people we had on the phone just hung up.
Oh,
Listen.
Talked about women driving.
now, let me ask you a question. Do have women drivers gotten better?
Hell no. I mean, yes, of course.
Gotten better. We've always been good. Listen,
Yeah.
real quick. I
I
just
mean, they
wanna
are
say,
truck
'cause
drivers
I'm about
now.
to really enjoy this caramel apple pop.
Wait a minute. Can I ask you a
Listen,
question before you enjoy it?
Caramel apple pop. Thank you, Nick. I love these. Nick.
Nick,
I'm getting ready.
Nick, you
You
have to
about to suck on
remember.
something
Yeah,
live?
Nick, you have to. You're gonna eat a caramel lollipop
Live.
on the mic.
Yeah, on the
I
mic.
am in between you talking. Go ahead.
You gonna do that?
Yeah.
Well,
So
you're
if
making
you-
enough noise with that rapper. That's
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
sure.
Thank you.
Sorry, let me get to that.
Let me say something about women drivers. Women drivers are great because they're the only people I know that can get up in the morning, put a baby in the back seat, hold a dog, smoke a cigarette, drink coffee, on the
Who's
phone,
doing that?
putting on makeup. I saw it.
Oh no, ain't no doubt.
I
about it.
saw. I
And
was
they
coming
talking
up.
about holding phones and texting.
Blue.
Man, women.
I was driving up Highland one
Makeup?
day. I saw a woman on the cell phone, drinking coffee, smoking a cigarette,
Wait a minute.
holding
Was
a
she
dog.
holding the phone or was she on Bluetooth?
I saw a woman on the phone, holding the dog,
You get this?
smoking a cigarette,
Write it down.
drinking coffee. I looked at her so long, I got in a fucking accident. I was the one that got hit. They were like, "What's wrong with you? You see that woman
You
right
was
there?"
a fool for watching her that long.
She was cute. She kind of
Okay,
looked like
that's
you.
a problem.
She was kind of like you.
Couldn't have been.
She was close to 5. I know you were 10, but she was close. She was a 9.245.
So she a 10 from a 10 to 20 scale.
Well, she's Blue. Blue. I didn't want to say what scale was being used.
You didn't want to say the number calculation. Okay, I got you.
So what's going on? What else going on,
You
Blue?
have my back or no?
That just
I
shows
can't
you
tell.
love, baby. That's all it
We
is.
got you back. Yeah.
Yeah. We ain't trying to hurt you, but hey, look, check this out. Did y'all know Steve Harvey is about to get his show back?
For real?
It's going to be through Tyler Perry
Oh my God.
on Facebook. So it's gonna be like Red Table.
So, oh my God.
It's gonna be like Red Table, and actually, they already started shooting. So hey,
I'm gonna start practicing right now. It's Mr. Perry. Because I heard when you work for Tyler Perry, you cannot call him Tyler Perry. It's Mr. Perry. So, Mr. Perry, if you're watching this, Brother Green would like a job.
Wait a minute. Do you think people call Oprah Oprah, or do they call her Miss Winfrey?
Well, I don't know what they call her now.
I mean, I've been
call
knowing
her
her for
Miss
years. I call her Ope.
I know. I can tell you what they
What's
called
up,
her.
Ope?
I can tell you what they called her earlier today.
What they call her today?
I ain't gonna say it on screen.
Why?
They wasn't happy with her, but keep going.
Today? With Oprah?
Because never mind, you blew it. You blew it right there. Cause the girl, just
Oh.
she's
yeah.
kind of.
You know, and look,
Yeah, we got to help her out.
So that's her fault because her friend.
No, it was
did
just
all
a
that?
joke. Just
I worked for Lauryn
didn't
Hill
catch
one
she
it.
time,
takes
and
so sensitive.
she doesn't.
God damn.
She doesn't play. You got to call her Miss Hill.
Who?
Lauryn Hill.
Man, I call Lauryn Hill Lauren.
Yeah. Well, then,
Wait a minute.
yeah,
Miss Hill.
You be fired.
You gotta call her. You gotta call her Miss Hill.
Yeah, you
She
gotta
don't even
call her
show
Miss
up
Hill.
on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when she get there, you got to call her Miss Hill.
Miss Hill, is there a reason you late? Oh, you're fired.
Yeah. You can't call her Lauren, even if you know her.
Oh, they say no eye contact, all that good
Yeah,
shit.
no.
With her?
Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
What?
Oh man, so I can see why she lost her career.
Exactly. Well, I'm not going to
That
say
first
that.
album was fat.
I'm not going
but-
to say that.
Now let me tell you one thing about Tyler Perry part. I can see that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
It's respect.
Right,
No.
and black people, no, because black people are good for getting too comfortable with you and saying crazy stuff.
But that's only in this current, these current generations.
But that's who he's
you
hiring
try
right
that
now.
shit. Yeah, but you tried that shit 2 generations ago. You
Oh,
get,
yeah.
You get the eyes slapped at you.
But what I'm saying
Well,
is,
maybe he
but,
should go back a little bit. and
but
not
two
just hire
generations
the
ago,
current
you
generation.
but 2 generations ago, you didn't have to have nobody tell you to call me
That's
Mr.
true.
Green. They would just say
because it
gener-
was standard practice.
exactly.
I
See,
don't
that's
think
the
people
point.
were calling Oprah Miss Winfrey.
Who?
Oprah ain't had no black people on it, but a couple black people work for her. I bet you the white folks were. She didn't have that many black people work.
Wait
I
a minute.
don't understand why
that's
people.
a really good point. So only black people have to call their black bosses Mr. or Mrs.?
Yeah, that's what we work for.
Why? Why?
I would call the white guy the same thing.
No. What?
It's respect. If it's a white man
no,
I'm working for him.
Oh, this is a really good point. So when I was growing up,
Wait a minute, you just changed the subject on me.
No,
Which one you want
this
me-
is important.
Okay, go ahead.
So I remember when my black bosses, like my side jobs, they always thought we needed to call them Miss or Mrs. I'm like, no, we work together. We're peers. I'm not calling you Miss or Mrs.
I ain't talking about my peers.
But
I'm
you,
like,
wait. You just said,
you just said your boss. Yeah. So what are you talking about?
Sorry, not bosses. People I worked with. Well, no, they were supervisors. That's true.
So they
And if I worked with them,
they could hire and fire you.
some could.
So
Yes.
you didn't
and
call
I'm
him
not calling you
Mr.
No.
Mr. Jackson, Mr. Johnson.
Hell no.
Why?
Mr.
Why?
Rubalente?
Because we work together.
If me and you work together and I'm the boss,
Yeah, and you're the boss.
you call
right?
me Mr.
Yeah.
Green.
Why? That's
What?
slavery time. No.
You
Wait a
don't,
minute,
that
what
ain't no
is
damn
slavery? What
slavery.
do you
Don't even try to put
Why
it.
you calling somebody
You didn't
Mr.
say
Mrs.?
massa. You
Yeah.
said
You ain't get beat with. You ain't get beat with a belt.
Listen, I am not your maid. No. We clock in every day. I'm not calling
so.
you
When
me
you
tell
go
you
to work
something.
now, you tell you call your boss Carol. Hey, Carol.
Yep, every day. Yep, today. Hey,
Oh.
Kev.
Let me
Yes.
tell you something.
Oh, okay.
Mr.
Let me tell you
No.
something. If you work for me, and I tell people to call me Mr. Green, and I'm the boss, and the first thing day you call me Dannon, you can just go ahead and take a real long lunch break.
What I'm saying to
You
you
can
is
call
I
me
feel
whatever
like
you want to call me
only-
from your couch.
Yeah.
No, I feel like in my professional career, only black people have felt like I should call them Miss. Only black women, actually. Not even
Well,
black
there you
men.
go. That's where you need to go ahead.
I should
Go
say it
ahead.
was
Don't be
black
scared
people.
to attack your
Don't
people.
be scared. Don't be
Yeah.
scared.
I'm not attacking. I just, as I'm saying
Well,
it out
black
loud, I
women-
realize
black
black
women make you-
females, not men.
So-
Black women make you pay homage.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll be
you-
damned. No.
Ooh.
Now, outside
No, I
of
mean, is
here,
that what you're saying? I'm
No.
not saying that. I'm saying, is
Now-
that what you're saying?
outside of work, I will give you the respect and call you Miss, but at work,
Wait a
no.
minute. Wait a
Wait,
minute.
why
That don't make no
outside?
goddamn sense.
Why outside of work?
Oh, we got a phone call.
I
Uh-oh.
just feel
we got a
like
phone
that's
I hope
what
it's a
you
woman.
should do.
Please.
Phone call.
Wait
Who
a minute,
you?
can I have my opinion?
What do you
Please?
call
I'm
your
getting
boss?
Real excited.
First of all, you got a job.
Nakia from the it's Nakia from the Bay.
Oh, look at you.
Ooh,
What's up,
Nakia.
baby girl? What's
up,
going
Nakia?
on?
Yeah.
Ever since I started working when I was 14, I have never called a boss Mr. or Mrs. When I tried to do it,
Thank
'cause I
you.
thought it was supposed to be respectful.
Okay.
I was told, that's my daddy. My name is such and such.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And
But that-
can we ask how old you are?
I am 42.
Me, okay, I'm 41.
Look,
I'll
I'm
be
glad.
42.
I'm glad a woman asked you that because I would have never.
Yeah,
asked
we
you
would've
that.
never-
I need
we
no,
never got
but
the answer.
that is
puts
reference
it in context.
to me. I like that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you 42?
I've never
41, I said.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Damn, what's wrong
But
with
I'm
42?
right around the corner. to
Yeah, you acting like she old or
Like,
something.
yeah, I'm
I'm
trying to
41. I ain't old as her.
You about to
I'm
get your
hanging on
pension.
to the one.
You better get your pension.
I ain't old
Now
as-
let me
I ain't-
ask you a question. Did you feel Did it bring you closer to your boss or make you feel more comfortable at work, being able to speak to him in, I guess, that manner?
Really,
Street terminology?
I had another boss who, she molded me to be the person I am because she was hella rough on me.
Okay.
But to this day, we're like best of friends still, and I just call her Nancy. I've always respected her because of her position.
Yeah.
But just calling her by her name, I ain't never.
But if she asked you to say Miss or Mrs., would you call it slavery?
I wouldn't call it slavery. It's still to me, it's a sign of respect when you don't know someone.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Mrs. Slave
Outside
Master
of
over
work,
here.
Okay, so
she said.
okay,
outside
so
of
She
work.
did say it. Now, so,
Let-
don't try to put words in her mouth.
let's talk about levels of respect. So where we come from, so we all in that same age group. My daughter, she's only 4 years old. So some people are not her uncle. Some people are they're just our cousins or something like that. But just out of respect, I'll have her say auntie or uncle or Mrs. because that's just the way we were brought up. Are you in that same frame of mind?
Well, no.
I mean,
because,
was
like,
you
for
doing
my-
it because was the way you were brought up?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have
Like, in this
kids?
age, my nephew, I don't have any kids, but I help raise kids.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
my little cousin, who is now 22, he's my second cousin.
Okay.
He was taught that his mother taught him that anyone that was over a certain age when he was younger, like anyone who was over 30,
Uh-huh.
was to be considered auntie.
Okay,
or
right.
Something. And so for me, even though I'm his cousin, he always still called me auntie. So we have a joke now where I'm his auntie cousin.
Hilarious.
Well,
And so he tells me to this day, he's like, out of all our cousins and family, I'm the only one he's really close with because I was always one that grabbed him and took him out and kidnapped him and took him to see kiddie movies and ice cream and stuff.
Okay, so you held up your part of the bargain.
But again, do you have a problem at your job if you're working with someone and they need to have the title of Mr. or Mrs. or whatever? Do you have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with it, but I probably wouldn't
Why do you
deal
say
with it
but?
so much.
you ain't let her finish.
Because
I want to
don't
hear
wanna
the
call- I
why.
don't want to have to call somebody Mister.
But
And
if it's
I
the-
have to call you Mister, that makes me feel that you think you're superior to me.
So if I own a company, so let me ask you a question. Let me put it this way. If I own a company and the company rules is my name is Mr. Johnson, you have a problem saying that?
Yep.
Yes, I probably would work for you because I own my own company as well, and I'm not about to have nobody call me Miss Miller.
Yeah,
I worked for many corporations.
Wow,
and not
man.
one
I'm
person
starting
told
to
me
think
to call
it's
them Mr. or
okay.
Mrs.
I have to be
Not
honest
one.
with you. I'm about to start a fight, but this sounds like a woman thing right here.
It is. It's.
I think it's because, for instance, we just said, and no disrespect, but we just said Tyler Perry, you cannot work with him or for him if you don't say Mr. Perry. So you have a problem saying Mr. Perry to him?
Yep, I would not be calling him Mr. Perry.
You would not be
Okay.
working for him.
Can I ask you a question? What
will
line
not.
of work are you in?
So right now I am an executive administrative assistant, and then that's my regular 9 to 5. But also I'm a business owner. I own a company called Currency Kings Entertainment with my soon-to-be significant other.
So
And
with
when
your
you
9
hire
to 5,
people,
do
you
call-
don't have them. You have them call you by your first name.
Yes, because if we're in the interview process and I'm interviewing, then you can call me Miss Miller. But if once we're on the job, we're working together side by side, hours for hours. Just call me Nakia.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's just a preference. But you're saying what you don't mind him being called. But if someone has a preference of owning a business, if Blue says, "Look, I'd like you to call me Mr. Blue," what is degrading about that? That's what I need to know. I'm trying to understand it.
I'm writing your
I
checks.
have yet
Yeah,
to
he
find
writing
an
checks.
employer
I'm
writing your
say
checks.
that. Nobody has said that to
No,
me.
what you're
when
saying
I
is
was
what
younger,
nobody's
when I was
saying.
younger, and when I was younger.
But you're not answering the question for both you ladies. What is the issue? Because you guys seem to have the issue with it. What is
It's
the issue?
weird because it's not professional to call someone. I've not seen anyone white call their employer Mr.
This ain't
or
no
Mrs.
race thing. I'm
I
asking
feel
you
like
two
it is.
ladies.
I just said to you, I only feel like black people have done that.
Go
Older
ahead,
black
baby.
people.
Go ahead,
The last
Nakia.
time I called somebody Mr. or Mrs. was when I was in school and you were instructing me.
And
Okay.
I feel like probably because I was young, my early 20s, they felt like, oh, you're just a young girl. You need to call me Mr. or Mrs. No.
So,
I'm fucking paying
so the
bills
man
like you
signing
are.
your check don't get no respect. That's what he wants.
He making sure you get paid and making sure your
And
medical
treat-
bills
and-
is
and
on
treat-
proper.
and treat you with respect. I'm not talking about somebody. I mean, I can't understand what the issue is. I really can't.
Because that's
I feel
something
like
that-
you're not going to
it's
find
not
an
that it's
issue.
an issue.
We know why you're not.
Yeah, it's not an issue. It's a thing about.
Tell
it's
me
a
why
time
I'm not
and age now.
Maria. I said it right this time,
I'm
goddamn
sorry,
it.
baby. Say again.
I'm
It's
sorry.
the thing about what?
The thing is, back in the 50s and the 60s, yes, you called your boss Mr. or Mrs. or whatever. We're in a different time and age now. We're in the 2020s now. So that's something that's really outdated. So you're not going to actually find, because more of the jobs out here right now are more relaxed. So
Okay.
you're not going to find someone that's going to want to call.
I'm just asking you a question. But
I'll give her that to a degree.
to a degree?
I'll give her that to a degree.
But my point is, if someone is writing your check and they're showing you respect, but their whole thing is saying, you know, I like to be called Mr. Taylor, Mr. Jones, and there's a reason behind it. A lot of times people want to be called by that last name so that it doesn't get too lax and too loose at the job. Would y'all agree with that?
I get that too.
Okay, cool.
I
I'm-
don't, because I respect you
God
and know
damn.
your position,
She
and I
don't-
don't have to call you Mr. or Mrs. The owner of the company I work for now walks by my desk 50 times a day, and I never call him Mr. Kevin. Hey, Kev.
Some
Never
pe-
am I saying
Some
Mr.
people, whether
Kevin.
they're older or okay, D. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If the person's younger than you, do you have an issue with it?
Call me by my name?
No. If your boss is younger than you, do
And
you
you
have an
have to
issue
call
with
him
it?
Mr. Jones.
No, I have no problem.
Okay.
Because my thing is,
Have
if
you
the guy,
had to do that, not just rhetorically, have you had a boss that was younger than you and
actually,
he
I
asked
have,
you to do
I
that?
have. I mean, outside of being in production or something, somebody might be a producer younger than me, but they never said, you know, when you dealing with producers, if you on sets, you call people by, you know, matter of fact, you call them by their name, but most time you ain't even talking to
Wait a
them.
minute, what name? First name, full name,
Their
last
first
name, what
name.
name?
Their first name. But see,
Until you get to Tyler Studios.
See,
Tyler Perry.
you're missing what I'm saying. You really make. I'm saying to you, if the job requires someone to say to you, you apply for a job, and the interviewer goes, by the way, Mr. Jones likes to be called Mr. Jones. You're not gonna take the job?
I probably would think
Look-
about it. I think it's insane.
Wow. To me, that's some type of personal issue.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
a
don't-
little ego
Yeah,
trip.
dang it.
It
Somebody
might
got to
be-
help me out here.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I've not had someone say that.
That's
I
not
feel
the
like,
point.
why?
Because
Why?
if you didn't, because if you didn't need a boss, you wouldn't go get one.
But why do you have to call him Mr. or
Because
Mrs.?
that's the
You just-
requirement
yeah,
for
I
this
just said
job.
if that's the requirement.
So you're gonna let a good job pass
I
by
don't think
because
that is
that was their
the
requirement. No,
job thing.
that's
No.
their requirement.
No, I think that's a respect level outside of work. I don't
Right.
think that's
So
a,
that sounds
a
like
work
you
thing.
just want to
So
be
you're
in
gonna
control of
come
the
to the
situation.
you
to
gonna
me.
come to the job
Well,
calling
fuck,
shots.
maybe I want to be in control. I'm just saying.
No,
I
you
don't
do
think-
want to be in control.
no,
I
you
can
wanna
tell.
be in control.
Yeah, you do want
Yeah,
to be in
you
control.
want to be a
Okay.
boss.
Let me just say this.
Yes.
I work for the federal government.
Oh, okay.
In my position, I don't have to call nobody Mister.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
My boss is the regional administrator for the Western Region office.
Okay.
So he has a big title.
Yeah.
Even when his boss came in, who was the administrator for the whole United States,
Okay.
I don't have to call her Miss Miller.
Okay, but you didn't
I call her
answer. But
Pam.
you still didn't answer my question.
What he's saying, if you
Would
you?
y'all still not answering the question.
He's saying if
No,
you have.
I asked that a long time ago.
Oh,
I asked that a long
she
time ago. I
You
said,
would.
If I had to call someone, if I had a job where they tell me you are required to call such and such.
Stop
Mr.
saying
da, da, da,
required
da,
like
da.
it's a demand. It's
Well,
just
it
what the
is.
person wants.
But that's what you just said.
Okay,
It
go
is
ahead.
a demand.
You said
But
their
how she
preference
said it,
is
though, you know. Go
that
ahead.
You have to call this person that. I'm not going to do that
Wow, you.
unless
wow.
you're paying me.
Nah.
Wait.
Yeah.
So your respect got a price on it.
Oh, you respect the
Oh,
price
your
on it?
respect got a price on it.
Oh, now.
Okay, I see how.
So
I see how you was raised.
Wow.
If you
yeah.
pay me $45 an hour, then I will call you Mr. Buck Chuck whatever.
Oh, okay. You was
Right.
raised by
If I'm
Jefferson and Benjamins and Lincolns. I see that. Okay.
Hilarious.
Well, I hope that you don't ever have to go to corporate America, and I hope you never have to. But if you do,
Well, I
please
work
take.
for the government.
Yeah.
Corporate America.
Yeah, she worked
I
for the
work
government.
corporate
She works
She's
for
done it all.
America.
She's got her own shit. She's worked for Nakia.
Nakia,
love
I
that you
truly
called
appreciate
in.
you, darling.
Thank you for calling. Call again, Nakia.
Let me tell you.
Yes, baby.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you. I've worked in a union. I worked for a union before.
No,
I worked
Marie.
in union positions. I worked in corporate America.
Mhm.
I've worked in biotech.
Mhm.
I've worked in different fields.
Okay.
So, and like I said, through my whole life that I've been working since I was 14 years old, I've never had to call anybody.
I know, but we're not saying that.
You've
We
been
just-
working since you was 14. You should be able to retire
Yeah,
soon.
you should be have somebody calling you the
Oh,
boss.
I am.
Ignore them, Nakia.
Oh, she definitely working on that part.
Yeah, but she about to get married, so she ain't gonna be able to leave right now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you about to get married?
Her soon-to-be significant other.
Talking about.
You just said your fiance earlier, your significant other.
Her soon-to-be
I said my
significant other.
soon-to-be significant
Oh.
other.
Oh, we ain't
We
get
didn't
that
hear
one.
the X.
Okay.
Okay, but what you send me a
Hey,
picture.
Nikia.
Yeah, the kids. Send me a picture, baby.
I hope he didn't find out today.
Yeah, because
Okay.
everybody know now.
Soon to be X.
The world knows.
Well,
Oh,
Nikia, I need to see what you look like because Uncle Danny ain't gonna have you call me Uncle
Hey,
Danny.
Nikia.
Hey, Nikia.
How you doing?
If I was single, I just need to see your hours.
Yeah.
Just send me a check stub. That's all I need.
I know you're working.
Yeah, I will call you
I
Miss,
just need to know when we retire.
and I'm gonna call you Miss Nikia when we're alone.
And our safe word would be gainly employed. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You said gangly employed. Oh my
And our favorite song is "I Did It My Way."
Yeah,
Hello.
Nikia, we're gonna do. Hey, we're gonna play a little. We're gonna act
My
like the NBA.
office hours are from 9 to 5.
Hey, my hours are from 9 to 5.
Nikia, we're gonna act like the NBA right now. We're gonna trade Maria for you. Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we inviting her back
Trade
next
up,
week.
swap.
Thank
All right,
you, darling. I
Nikia, you be
appreciate
good. Be careful out there in that
Thank
car,
Yeah,
girl.
be out there in that car, baby. Call me tonight. Coming tonight.
All right, look. I got this game.
Hold
I
on.
wanna...
Can we ask Nick real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nick, if you have a job, Nick.
Yo, you guys the wrong person.
Yeah, wait,
Thank
never
you,
mind,
Blue.
my
Thank
fault.
you,
Call
Blue.
somebody.
Yeah,
mister
my
and
fault.
shit, you can
Matter of
forget
fact, Nick,
that.
forget it. Just keep going, Blue.
He only called.
Yeah,
He only believe on high. Most on
wow.
high. That's what he calling.
Yeah, Nick probably shoot
That's
you
the
for
respect
answering
he
the
get.
question. Yeah, Nick,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Nick. God bless. Anyway.
Hey, Speedy said call him daddy, and he
Yeah,
said for real.
For real? You ain't about
Are you serious?
I'm calling you Speedy.
All right, I'm gonna call you Pop.
Mama call you Speedy. I'm gonna call you Speedy.
You know what I'm saying? What the hell you talking about?
Wouldn't that be something if a baby didn't do
Speedy
that?
said, "Well, who raised you?
You. Wouldn't that be something? You came out the hey, little son. I ain't your son, nigga. I'm your friend. Wait a minute.
I'm your compadre.
You compadre.
Pops.
We road dogs.
Road dog.
All right,
Just
I'm
wanna
gonna
say, one
see.
of our viewers
What?
said, Tabitha said, I think it's a sign of respect to keep everything professional so that there is no name mistakes unless I know you personally. I'm calling you Mr. or Miss.
Thank you,
Okay,
Tabitha.
I see you,
I'm
Tabitha.
not doing
Thank-
that, but
thank you,
I
okay.
see you,
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Thank
I see
you.
you, Tabitha.
Thank you
Shoot.
for showing and
Yeah.
giving a very intelligent
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, like you've been
Okay,
raised right.
Yeah, she
Okay,
raised
D
right.
call said you have to call Barry Gordy Mr. Gordy. Okay, that's different. I've met Mr.
No, ain't nothing
Gordy.
different now.
Yeah, it is different. He's not my employer. He's a legend.
Oh,
So wait a minute. So Barry
Different.
Gordon came up to you and said, "You know what? I want you to start tomorrow." What are you gonna say? Okay, Mr. Gordon. You gonna say, "Okay, Barry." Or when you walk in the morning, the following day,
gonna say, "Call
are you gonna
Barry?"
say, "Good morning, Mr. Gordon"? Or you gonna say, "Good morning, Barry"? What you gonna say? See, you thinking too damn long. You fired.
No,
don't give me none of
didn't,
that
but
grew
that's
up
so
stuff.
Different. No, that's
Oh.
different.
So he.
I feel like
So
that's the
all you
thing.
saying is that he worked for that respect. So all the people that you working for, they work for that respect too.
Exactly.
I don't think that's the same.
Oh, okay.
Maria,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
different, baby.
I mean,
girl.
I'm serious.
Oh, I know I'm different.
know.
Yes, Lord.
You
Difficult.
just catching
I mean,
up.
different and difficult.
Yeah.
Different. I ain't catching up. I know that.
We got another caller.
Ooh,
What's
let's see
going
what
on?
this caller says.
And who you got respect for?
Yo, this is L out of Houston.
El, what up, baby?
What up, L?
What's going on?
El, did you do you have a problem with saying Mr. Johnson or
Mrs. Jones?
Or Mrs. Jones, whoever you was employed by?
In all of my years of working, I never called my boss Mr. or Mrs.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
Hey,
How old are
I'm
you?
2 for L right now.
48.
No, 2 for 1.
He said he 48. He said in all his years he's never.
What's his name?
Said he never had to, but
What?
He's El from Houston.
No,
Ma-
I
what-
didn't
ma-
say I never had. No, I never said I never had to. I said I never did.
Oh, you never did.
But they
Oh.
asked you to?
Was it okay? Well, here's a question.
Nobody's ever asked me to, or nobody's ever.
Okay, because I was gonna ask you,
Right.
did it ever put you in an uncomfortable position when you didn't?
Well, no. Well, and the thing is, it's like the kid. I have my own business as well,
Okay.
and I've been in corporate America pretty much most of my work. My work is, and I've never called. I work directly with my VP, and I've never called him Mister.
Okay.
It's never been requested of me to ever call a boss Mr. or Mrs., so I've never been put in that position.
Okay.
But as a business owner, my employees, some of them call me Mr. Walker, and not because I've asked them to, they just done it.
Will you tell them not to?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Oh,
You
I
know,
like
now
him.
that you said that, it just dawned on me that I think that people don't do it now because they don't want that age difference to seem like the older, especially men. If you got a young woman, a young lady working for them, you know, they don't want to have that. They want them to look at them on the same level, maybe as someone that they would date. You know, not like they daddy.
I think you're right on that aspect, but I think it's the other way. I think with all of this political PC correct stuff and people don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay. You know what I mean? Like you got to call me Mister. Well, that's sexist. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like everything is an issue these days, so it's almost safe to just call everybody by their first name.
Well, I for kind of touching on what Blue said. I mean, for me, it's kind of like I've never done it in my career.
Right.
So as a boss, it doesn't bother me for my employees to call me Lionel or not call me by my name, my last name, Mister. It doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I mean, so it has nothing to do with me wanting to make myself appear to be younger or whatever the case may be. It's just something that I don't. I mean, I've had them. I said, hey, look, don't call me. My name is this. And it's for me. It's kind of like with my employees and building a better relationship, and them not feeling like, oh, I have to walk around on eggshells, because I don't want my employees walking around on eggshells. And
you hiring?
Trust me, you'll be firing her the next day.
Somebody on here said you're fired. I'm fired.
She got her pink slip sitting right there at the desk right now.
We didn't even write it.
When I work with older women or older men, not a boss, but as far as co-workers or whatever, I have called them Mr. or Mrs.
Can I ask you this question? Real quick? Hey, sorry to cut you off, but I want to ask you this question, because this is the question that Blue and I have been asking people. If you got a job, let's say you don't own your own business, you're a college graduate, you've got your PhD. Let's even go there. I'm gonna go as high as you want to go, and you got a job, and when you got hired, the HR person says, by the way, Mr. Jones likes to be called Mr. Jones. The owner of the company likes to be called Mr. Jones. Do you have a problem with that?
I guess it would just depend on, like you say, on the level of the job.
Wait a minute. I just gave you a PhD, my man. I just gave you, which means you got a high. So how much higher do you need to be right now? You can kind of a little selfish there, sir.
I know PhDs that work at McDonald's, so that's why I'm saying. I guess I would feel a way about it. But if it's a job that I really wanted, then I don't have a problem with it.
Let me tell you something. The number one problem I think that you do have with it is it's hard for people who have an entrepreneur spirit and have their own business to go work for somebody else.
So you think it's all about being entrepreneurial? No,
it's about once you become a boss, it's hard for you
to go work for somebody else.
But I'm asking. I'm really asking the question:
would he do it?
Would
he have a problem?
If you're if that's the job, if you're out of college or 5 years out of college, you never owned your own business. I mean, let's take that that spirit away. You just got to get a job. What would be the issue?
To answer that question honestly,
thank you.
I wouldn't have a problem doing it if it's something that the owner of the company required.
Yes.
I wouldn't have a problem doing it.
That's the answer.
But it would. But to address what Blue said, being that I do have that mindset, that's what makes it hard for me to kind of answer that question.
But that makes that
entrepreneur.
But see, my point being is this: I don't see.
It's just a word.
It's just a word. If I'm working for Tyler Perry Studios, and the thing is, I just found this out through one of my boys who's on one of the shows down there. He's an older guy. He said, Mr. Perry to me. And I said, Mr. Perry, what you say Mr. Perry for? He said, that's what Tyler like. You got to call him Mr. Perry on the set. But if I'm coming down there and you're hiring me and you're showing me respect, and what you want is Mr. Even if you ain't showing me Mr. Respect, then that's up to me on whether I keep the job or I stay there. But if your requirement is saying my name, I want to be called Mr. Perry, I don't see what the problem is. I really don't see where the lack of respect or it makes me feel uncomfortable or we on the same level as my co-host here says, I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I'm not saying I won't take the job. I'm just saying I feel like it's unnecessary.
But you put it, but
You made
put
slavery and everything.
Like
on it.
you put a
I
price
mean,
tag
I
on
can-
yours.
Yeah.
You put a price
you know
tag
what,
on your
but-
respect.
But to say this as far as with Maria, just to say this,
Oh, he got my name right.
that's what I do.
Thank you.
So
Hey, man, she's married, man. Leave her alone.
I am not.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding, man. Just go ahead, bro.
She
so,
free.
To say what I'm saying is,
But she can't
if
drive.
you're looking at
No
the situation about being able to nowadays, it's just not something. It's not the same. I mean, with like 70s, 80s, but nowadays it's not something that a lot of companies, a lot of people require to be called Mr. or Mrs. As far as a boss or even owners of companies.
I'm gonna tell you this. I believe if we
them
brought that back, it'd be more respect at jobs.
I appreciate you, dog.
But thank you, man, for calling, brother.
Just to jump on another subject.
Thank you, sir.
Since Maria don't want to call me Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah. I'll call you Mr. Mitchell.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Nigga Mitchell. I mean, Mr. Mitchell. I'm sorry, man. Nigga Mitchell.
See where your mind goes when you say Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
at work?
I would call you Miss anytime. Miss Maria.
So, somebody tell me about this football player, white boy, that lost. We might as well say followers, fans.
Whatever. He got
He
a
lost
Super
people
Bowl
in his
ring.
DM.
He give two shits what anybody
when they
feel
found out
on social media.
When they found out that Travis was dating a black girl.
Whoa. What's wrong with that? Go ahead, Maria. What do you feel about that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's crazy.
Which one? They dating a black girl or they lost a father?
I don't have a problem with him dating whoever he wants to date. I feel like it's crazy. That just shows the racism that we have right now. You liked him, now you figure out who he's dating, now you have a problem with him. That's
because you
crazy.
loved him before until you
Right.
found out who he was laying down with.
But I think
Or
he
maybe he dropped the
gained-
pass.
So here's I think where the love is. So he lost the followers who had a problem with her being black.
Right.
But then he gained followers who supported him because she was
But
black.
you know who he gained, right? Those are Instagram models that he gained. 500,000.
Did you get those stats from somewhere? or you
No, I just made
make
the shit
that
up. Yeah, just made
Oh
shit up.
my
It
God.
just- It sounded some.
Hey, that's what everybody else do on
Yeah,
social
everybody else
media.
doing shit.
Hey, look,
Fuck it.
love who
Yeah.
you love, be with who you be with,
Yes.
but make sure that they make you happy and not crazy. And they call you Mister.
I don't see a problem with. You know what? Yeah.
Love
yeah.
has no color.
Love has no color.
No color.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it do.
It does.
What?
If you hate
What color is it?
If you
What?
believe in equal rights and equal lefts, it could have black and blue colors. In the black eye.
Yeah, splash with a little bit of red.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Help!
I'm not gonna get there.
Yeah, I'm not
because
gonna-
I don't
let
want
me
my.
stop there.
I don't want the people to be like, and Danny Green, he be beating up women. Like,
And
damn,
then,
that was.
and then they made a joke about it.
Then he made a joke about it, and then the girl said she was in an accident, but she
Listen,
wasn't.
see-
She got hit by Danny Green.
D Green, I'm gonna tell you, you had some haters
Now,
last
let me say
week.
this.
You went hard on the females last week. Everybody was like,
You know
he
what?
But you know
doesn't
what?
like
He
the
said he
women.
was going to do
I
it.
said, yeah. See, and that's again. You know what I love about that? Thank you so much for bringing that up.
Because
Me and Blue talked about this, but
Yeah.
me and Blue talked about
Yeah.
this. I think before we could do the show.
Yeah.
Blue's like, yo, one thing I like
Wait a
about
minute, you
these-
talked about this last week, before the show, last
before
week
the
or
show.
this week?
No, before last week's show.
Before
Oh,
last
okay.
week's show.
When we were doing the photo shoot.
Right.
And I said to Blue said, man, I like it because you keep it real. I'm never going hard. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
You would
No,
never
you
hear
went hard last week.
You would never hear me. No, you would never hear me ever. I want every woman to know this. You would never hear me make up a fib or talk about something that is just not honest or untrustworthy. But if you do something stupid, I'm gonna get your ass. Simple as that.
Well, I mean, I felt like we should all do that. I
Then-
will say, I said, listen,
What?
he was sweet as pie to me off camera. But I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
ain't
there
that
were
a bitch?
couple
What happened?
moments.
What happened to
Oh, you had to defend
I
it.
mean,
Yeah,
there
yo,
were a
you-
couple moments on camera. They were like, you weren't defending the women. I'm like, I mean,
But what was I not defending the women on?
we're not gonna go back there. I'm just saying. We're
Okay,
gonna talk.
okay,
We're
well,
gonna
shit. Oh,
be
so
very
just-
conscious moving
just-
forward. if
So
you
have me drive home with shit on
loving
my
the
mind.
women.
Yes.
So
What did I do wrong last week?
so last week at after the Super Bowl,
Right.
our notorious president,
Dun, dun, dun,
I don't think that it
dun,
was a
dun,
bad
dun,
mistake,
dun.
but he
It wasn't.
called
Whoa.
Kansas City.
We already talked about this.
He said Kansas will be definitely proud of you,
Yes.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
But to know the Kansas City Chiefs play in Missouri,
Missouri.
but they pretty close to each other.
Right next door.
They're right next door.
Right next door.
And there is a Kansas City in Kansas.
yes.
Okay. What's your point?
So we
the
about to play a
smart
game
people
called
talking right
Are
now.
You Smarter Than the President?
Okay.
No, I mean yes.
Hey, I mean, you know.
We're gonna find
We
out.
about to find out now.
We about to find out.
All right, Blue, go ahead.
All right, so we're going to do state capitals.
Oh, I got one.
You
Go
ready,
ahead.
Nick? All right, I got one for you. I'm gonna go easy on the first one.
Is Nick going first?
Nick.
I was gonna say you guys raise your hand. I'll tell you who's up.
Oh,
first.
okay.
Go.
So what is, I'm gonna go on easy one first. What is the state capital of Alabama?
Danny.
Huntsville.
Okay.
Am I right?
I don't know. Nigga. I didn't know shit.
I guess he ain't smarter than the president. Anybody else got an answer?
Because I looked, but we should know. Where did they march?
Yeah,
Where did they march, Dan?
Mobile.
Oh, goddamn. Shit.
You close with
You
that.
shit. You got an education.
Birmingham.
The chat room says Montgomery.
Yes,
There it is. There it is.
All right.
Okay.
Chat room's up 1.
Chat rules up what?
Damn you, chat room.
That was
Chat
an
room
easy
gonna
one.
get a clean sweep tonight.
All right,
They got
I'm
Google.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna give you one that y'all should know.
Okay.
What is the state capital to New York?
Go.
I guess I ain't gonna be cheating
guess
off
he's staying
Danny.
alive.
No,
I ain't gonna be cheating off Danny's
No,
test.
my arm was itching, and I was raising it and scratching my arm.
Yeah, hey, what's don't nobody else?
Wouldn't it be New York, New York?
No.
No.
That's what I thought, Nick. What is
Nigga,
it?
don't be saying no all. Put me down.
All
nigga, like,
disrespectful.
yeah, this nigga
Oh, harsh.
twice my age. Nigga, you don't know.
I said no. nigga.
Damn, I pissed off the engineers.
Oh my God! Anybody got that? Nobody know?
Engineer got a heart. No.
Nick, I thought it was New York.
Yonkers.
New York too.
No.
Albany?
It's Albany.
I'm
Yes,
supposed
it
to
is.
say-
Shout out to,
Albany.
shout out to the chat room.
said
Shout out to
Somebody
the
said-
chat room.
okay.
Chat room.
All right. Oh my God! Hey, look, I'm in a room
God
full
damn
of
it,
dummies.
pick one we know, Blue.
No, keep going, Blue.
Okay.
I'm going to get there.
I got one.
I'm
for
gonna
you.
get there.
All right. I got one for you. What's the state capital of Hawaii?
Honolulu.
All right. Look at Jesus.
Yeah, you know the women know where to go travel.
All right. Maria got one. All right.
Maria.
I got
done
one
the
for
night.
you, black folks. What's the state capital of South Carolina?
Nigga, like we were going to South Carolina.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Dave, you ain't answered none. I guess you ain't smarter than nobody.
Hey, no, I just,
President,
I,
Vice
South Carolina.
President,
I just don't travel.
Secretary of State,
He ain't been outside of
mailman.
Woodland Hills. Damn.
He showed his passport to get here.
Chat room says
I said Charleston.
What is it?
Durham,
Oh.
Nope.
Durham is North Carolina, I think. Right?
Charleston.
Charleston sounds right. No.
Nope,
Chat room,
Charleston.
y'all dumb too. nigga.
Yeah, dumb motherfuckers.
You need to chat more in them books. Columbia.
Yep, Columbia, South Carolina.
Columbia,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Yes, it is.
All
That's
right. All right.
South Carolina's also
Here's
one
it.
of
Now
the
here's
most
it.
racist.
Here's such an easy one.
Okay.
You said
What's
that
the
about the
state
last one.
capital? I thought it was easy, but I guess not. What's the state capital of Texas?
Austin.
That-
Oh, D Green gets one, baby.
I got one. I'm the only one that got one right over here.
No. She got one.
Oh,
only
okay. I
have
was
one,
about to
too.
say you dumb motherfuckers, but I guess but I guess two of you dumb motherfuckers.
Oh, here's one. Here's really one that you would think you would know.
Look
this.
at him. He's getting so excited
What
and
is
that's
the
not
state
knowing.
capital of Mississippi?
Biloxi.
Nope.
You said Biloxi?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that was the movie. Next.
Jackson.
What?
Oh, yeah. Is
That's
that right?
it.
Yeah, Jackson,
He
Mississippi.
right.
D Green got two.
D Green got two.
That master's degree is starting to come
Starting to
in.
come in.
for
It's
you.
starting to warm
Yeah,
up.
you warming
Thank
up.
God.
All right. Here,
Got a
okay.
bitch.
Okay, here's a real easy one.
Okay.
What is the state capital of Utah?
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Woo, okay, all right. You was just
Damn it.
faster than
D
you, but both
Green.
of y'all knew.
He
No,
said
but I
that
said it
real
first.
fast.
I said, well,
Yeah.
the name of the game is raise your hand.
That-
All right, I got one
Oh.
that y'all.
But I'm
I got
sorry.
one that
You don't
y'all
like-
wouldn't even know.
Okay, go ahead.
What is the state capital to Oregon? Okay.
Beaverton.
Okay.
No.
There was a lot of white women in Beaverton though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just
No.
thinking about. I was thinking about the Nike. I was thinking about the Nike store.
Yeah,
My
that's
fault.
it. You're right. You dead on with the
Yeah.
Nike stuff.
Somebody said
Oregon.
Bend. No,
Ben?
what is that? Is that
okay.
right?
No.
Maybe that's for something else.
No,
You cheat.
Ben is
Over there
Ben is
cheating.
in
Look
Oregon.
at you over there
It's
cheating.
It's in
Um,
Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay, we guessed too many
I'll
times,
give you a
sorry.
hint.
Give me a hint.
What?
Witches.
Salem.
Ah, Big Dave.
Okay.
Y'all look at me like, how in the hell I get Salem out of witches?
Yes.
Y'all need to read a
Salem,
book.
what?
All right.
Like, praise up off me. That's what y'all need
Since
to
we're
do.
playing smarter, if you're smarter than the president, what is the state capital to Kansas?
It's Kansas City because the football team represented everyone very, very well, and America and your country is very proud of you. That's why.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Your accent and your answer is wrong.
He didn't do too bad on
Nope.
the accent.
Topeka.
Topeka, damn it, I should have known that. I was in Topeka, Kansas before.
You show up. Did a little time there too.
Yeah.
I was going to say, just because you're in jail don't mean you was a captain.
Let me tell you, I had one of the biggest parties in Topeka, Kansas one time. That's all I can say. I had a ball.
No,
Love
you
the
know
Topeka,
what? No.
Kansas.
We're going to say that for another episode. 'Cause God damn it, there is a story there somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
We're going to say that for another
All right,
episode.
yeah, go ahead.
All right, here's one for you. Arkansas. Now, one of y'all got to get this one.
Little Rock.
Man, look at that. Boy, hey, man, let me
I
tell
mean,
you
I was
something.
trying
How
to
many
get
do
it
I
out.
have?
Yeah, you got
Nick,
about 5 of them, man.
Nick, I know I got to be ahead, Nick.
I only counted one.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's what I'm thinking.
You put the damn chicken down. You stop eating all our chicken.
Which one, Nick? The last one. That's
now,
it. That's all I heard.
check
It's the
it.
last
Here's-
one.
Here's one for y'all. Now, this is going to be crazy.
Okay.
What's the state capital of Nevada?
Reno.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Give me the O.
It's a famous cowboy town.
Famous cowboy town.
Yeah, you see it in
It's
a lot
two
of
words.
cowboy movies.
It's 2 words.
High noon.
Dodge City.
No.
Ooh, close. 1 letter off.
Huh?
What?
You got the city right.
Yeah, right.
She said one letter. I'm
Well,
like, what?
it's C
Because in the
instead
alphabet
of
it's a
D.
C.
Yeah.
Carson City.
Carson City. Damn it.
Now, I ain't going to lie. I didn't know that one.
I've heard of it, but I didn't know. Go ahead.
All right, one more.
D Green got to be up, but go ahead.
One more
This
for all the
game
marbles.
All for all the
sucks.
For you. All right, go ahead.
What's the state capital to Missouri? Man,
See, it
if
must be
any of y'all get
Kansas
this,
City.
Nobody knows.
if y'all get this, oh my God, there's some geniuses at the table.
Moving on up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta
I
think.
just gave you a good hint.
Gotta think and mess with his phone.
Oh man.
As he thinking on his phone.
Moving on up.
I see that left hand
Don't you
going.
hear me?
Ah, wait, I gotta think. You
I
ain't
gave
slick.
him such a
She's
good
giving
hint.
y'all hints.
What? Missouri?
Listen. Nope.
No, listen
He
what
didn't
he
even
said.
listen to me.
What she said.
What?
Moving on up.
Manhattan, Missouri.
Oh my
No.
God.
What?
You just lost
What,
your-
Jefferson? Is there a Jefferson, Missouri?
Jefferson.
Jefferson City.
Wow.
Oh damn!
Nigga said Manhattan.
But there is a
She said
Manhattan.
moving up. Moving on up.
No, that's Manhattan. That's
Manhattan.
Manhattan, Kansas. My fault. Damn.
I was gonna say because the Jeffersons wasn't in New York, was it?
No,
It
it's
was in
just the
Chicago.
word
You know what it was?
Jefferson's.
You know what it
Oh my
was?
God.
The way she sang the song fucked me up. Moving on up. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't say I could sing.
The voice was so damn deep. I didn't know.
It is official.
Green, really?
D Green got it.
I'm at the table with a table full of dummies.
Yeah.
But this dummy won.
It's official. But this dummy won. You're right. All right, box office hitters, baby. Box office hitters. I am so glad that my 2 dogs,
We ride together.
we die together.
We die together.
Man, them
Bad
dudes,
boys for life.
148 million already.
Yes,
How much
sir.
you think Will and Martin get out of that 148?
Will's gonna get a lot because he was the producer. It was his whole thing. I mean, so
But you know, Martin was the one that brought Will in.
The first
right,
one?
but he brought him in, but Will took over because he was like, "Yo, none of these scripts is cracking." You know, he was he kept sending it back.
No. He's talking about from the very first movie, because in the very first movie, Martin Lawrence got top billing,
Yeah, he was top billing.
and Will Smith was the underdog. In the second one, that's when it flipped.
Right.
Will got top billing, and Martin went under.
I mean, you know, that's kind of like the same thing with Fast and Furious. Vin Diesel. I mean, that second one he asked for 20 million, and they said, "Hey, you go get 20 million.
Take your
anywhere.
ass on, Riddick.
Go get 20 million anywhere, and we'll pay you 20 million."
Go ahead, Riddick.
Now, but something interesting about this list right here.
Right. What's up?
Jumanji is still in the hunt. And
It's
at
still swinging, man.
Still there. Have you
It's
seen
still
it?
swinging.
No, I haven't
Have
seen
you
it.
seen it? Me neither.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen not one. I mean, a
I
piece
haven't
of
seen
them,
it, yeah.
but I haven't sat down and watched none of them.
Well, you got a
except
kid
the
now,
first
so that's
one.
gonna change.
Except the first one. My kid 4 years old, so if it ain't changed by now, it ain't gonna change.
You saw Bad Boys?
Poor girl will wake up. Have you ever been to movies? I ain't never been to movies.
Ain't never
Oh, I'm
been
sorry.
nowhere. If it don't come on my phone, I don't know what's going on.
You
that
saw
is
Bad
true.
Boys?
I saw Bad Boys. I had to go. I'm
Did
a fan.
anybody see
Why you have to?
1917? I didn't see that.
I
Anybody
haven't
see it?
seen
I heard that was good
1917.
though.
I heard it was
They
great.
killed it.
I think they're up for an Oscar.
That's the
I heard
reason
it
why
was
they got
great,
here. 'Cause
but-
right after they won the what is it, Academy? Right after they won that, the first weekend was 38 million.
Mhm.
And they came out the same time as Jamie's movie.
Wow.
Jamie and Michael B's.
Listen, you start talking about a
okay.
movie, Blue be like, yeah, and it costs down to the penny. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But
No,
you-
I'll break it all the
no,
way down.
You do. I'm
Because
like, how
see,
you
what
know
people
that's what it
people
costs?
don't know is, so once you do the movie and whatever it costs to do the movie, when it goes in the theaters get 60%. So if it made 148 million, the theaters got 60% of that 148. So like you said, if the movie made 50 million, but they spent 45 to make it, he's like, oh, they done made their money back. No,
No, they got
'cause
double
the
that,
theaters,
almost double and triple.
They got it almost double and triple because the theaters already, but they will make their money because if you get to 50 million, oh my God,
Yeah.
the rental of this.
If you get what the on the first weekend, like if the movie was 100 million to make,
Oh my
and you
God.
made 100 million,
Oh my God.
then you're okay.
You ain't got to worry about
You
it.
ain't worry about it. But if you make a $100 million movie and then you only made like 17 million, like some people have, that's a loss.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
when
seriously.
that's when the producers get fired.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
I would like to say that my documentary did win an award. I think I told you guys that, right?
But no,
us
we saw it
again.
on Facebook.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't see it
I
on
wa-
Facebook. Can you get on Instagram? I'm not on Facebook.
I'm on Instagram.
Did you put that on Instagram?
I post Instagram always first because it sends it to Facebook.
D Green, what's your IG name?
Dannon, Dannon. Green, Green, and 66, ladies and gentlemen. So Dannon Green 66. And I'm just saying, since we talk about movies, my documentary did win an award. And Blue, I just got accepted into another film festival.
Which one?
It's called Without Borders Docs. Docs Without Borders.
Where's that at?
Delaware.
Oh.
Delaware.
Yeah.
Woo woo.
You know something about that? You ever been to that one?
I have not.
Yeah, it's in
When is
Delaware.
it?
I don't know exactly. It's this month. But what it is, which I like about these two festivals that I'm in, and sorry to change the subject real quick.
That's
but
not really, you talking about film.
okay,
It's the
but
same
what it is the La Jolla one wasn't a film festival that they rent out theaters and then everybody goes see all the films.
Oh, okay,
What
okay.
they do is if you get accepted, then what they do, they have a panel of judges that review it and then they tell you if you win an award or not.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
same way out there in Delaware. And what I like about it, what they said was, we do this because we tell people seriously why they didn't get in. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, film festivals just send you that letter. It's a general letter.
Right.
Thank you so much for applying. You know, it was a hard decision. Literally, it's like this. It was a hard decision, but you know, this year your picture, your film wasn't picked. But please try again. Good luck and all that. They tell you exactly why you don't get in. So for me to get past the first part, I feel really bad for this new Without Borders film festival. So I should find out soon.
That's dope.
D Green, in
Congratulations,
30
man.
seconds, tell us what your documentary is about
My
for those
docu-
new viewers we have.
Okay,
this
for the
week.
new viewers, I wrote and produced a documentary that's completed called The Executioners. We all had a chance. It's a boxing documentary about a boxing team out of West Philadelphia between the years of 75 and 85. And I tell a story about 9 to 13 fighters and what happened to them and when they started and what happened to their careers and why they didn't make it to the big time.
Well, that was quicker than 30 seconds.
I did, well, you know, because
You act like you wrote it.
anytime Maria says, the way she said it was like I had to say Miss Maria. It was like, D Green, 30 seconds less, nigga, tell us what it's about. And I was like, done.
Good job.
Thank you, babe.
So now let's talk about these new movies that's projected to be big. Now,
Uh-oh.
did anybody see Quiet Place 1?
No, what was that about?
No.
Where everybody had to, okay, so there was these aliens
shit.
that only moved from sound. So you had to not make any sound, not a creak or anything, and they would move and kill you if they could follow the sound. So you had to be silent. So it's called Quiet Place. And they came out with 2.
That remind me of that movie. What was that movie?
It's almost like Bird.
You know what I'm talking about? Where those people they can hear you. They wind up killing, like these kids went to this like hospital or something, got locked in the hospital, and They had all these.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's your, it's your story.
Hey, Blue.
Yeah.
Can we get that nigga that was here last week?
Yeah.
Can we get that nigga back?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
this engineer.
He didn't say much.
Yeah, he didn't say much.
No,
This
yeah, I mean,
engineer we got here just set
I-
me up.
I think the most he said was, huh?
Yeah, huh?
I mean, can you, huh?
And yes, sir. This nigga here is making up his own rules. Motherfucker, like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. This set me up for the shot. But anyway, it was a good movie. So
Is there people under the stairs?
that's it. Thank you. People under the stairs, and it seemed like they were kind of like moving towards sounds. That's what I'm saying. Was it something like that? I'm not into scary movies.
It
actually.
is kind of like that.
I don't like scary movies.
People under the stairs was, you had to be quiet, but it wasn't. This is more like bird cage, or bird.
Bird Box.
Bird Box. This is closer to Bird Box.
Okay. If it's a scary movie, I didn't see it. If you put me in a scary movie or put me up heights, I'm snitching on everybody.
The
I gotta get out
only
situation.
scary movie I'm waiting to see is the new Halloween. I think it comes out this year.
I don't think Halloween
I don't
is
even know
scary
what
anymore.
number
I mean,
it
I
is,
don't even.
but
Yeah, I
Halloween.
mean, the
No,
first two.
it's supposed to be good. The new one. All the rest of these on this list, there's no.
Wait, no time. Wait a minute. James Bond? No time to die?
No.
Is that the
What?
one?
Daniel
Is this the one we
Craig, his
supposed to?
last one?
Is this what we supposed to introduce the black female James?
I'm so
telling you right
mad.
now,
Wait a
it's
minute.
not going to work.
Why is the photograph not even on here? Oh, you said only projected to be big. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
I wanna see
ladies
that.
and gentlemen, we apologize for her not being able to read. It's
Uh,
right in front of her.
Anybody?
I mean, but we should be talking about that one and supporting it. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
well,
excited
well,
to see Issa Rae in a whole nother role.
I don't
Who?
think it's going to carry long.
Issa Rae.
I don't.
And what?
I'm hoping it
The
does.
I hope it
photograph.
does,
Is
but I
that
don't
not
think
the
it
name
does.
of it?
It didn't. The trailer didn't kill.
It didn't kill, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Trailer did not kill.
You saw what happened when
Haters.
they did. See,
I'm
see
gonna
that's
see the whole movie.
that's the problem. Many
I
you
want to
think
see the
when
whole
you
movie.
go against something that a woman is doing. Look what happened with Men in Black 3. It did not resonate with the fan base. They lost big money on that.
Well, it's because
I was over it
of
after
3
one.
words. No Will Smith.
Exactly.
Period.
Well,
I
here,
was over it after one.
no man Bond. I could go more with. Oh boy, what's it?
No, Daniel Craig is still in it, but she's also a 00.
Wait a minute. Y'all left my movie. Are we on 007?
Yeah. We moved on from that shit you was talking about.
Yeah, ain't no sense me lying. We in another theater.
Yeah, we moved on to a real theater.
Yeah.
She still can't read, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I mean, hey, look, we understand you want to support, and ain't no,
For the
no doubt
record,
about it.
I'm.
You want to support?
Yes.
For the record, you're what?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
don't
get
worry
your
about
point
it.
in.
Yeah,
For the record, you know,
I'm all in
Netflix,
for a good love
Netflix and
story.
chill.
I can't wait to see it.
A
All
love
right,
story.
let's talk about stupid ass 007 that's been doing the
You
same
and the 17
thing
other people
all
go around on
over
the
and
head.
Over and over.
James
Wait a minute.
Bond.
That's what you talking about. Stupid ass. That's the one that the
It's been
woman's
the
going to be
same
over.
thing. Huh?
That's the one we talk about the woman being in it. So
In
it's stupid.
007?
Yeah.
No,
They're gonna
no.
introduce the black.
Assistant.
So, ladies,
007.
A black
You
woman
don't
was
want to
hating on
support?
her.
You don't want
Yeah,
to
you
support?
wanna
Oh, did you
that-
see the look on her
Sorry,
face? Like, who is this
007?
bitch?
Are you upset because she's European?
It's been the same story. Every 007.
Okay,
is the
but this is
same
going to be
thing.
different. Didn't we
Okay.
just say a
What's gonna
sister is
make it different?
Did we just say a sister's being
Tell me
introduced as
what's gonna make it
00?
different.
Okay,
That
trivia
her
question.
sister's being.
Oh,
Trivia
okay.
question. Trivia question.
That's not
It's
enough
not even
for
a
me,
question.
like, let me
but-
go watch
okay.
it.
Just real quick.
Okay, so
What
what
was
is it
your
about
favorite-
the Issa Rae movie that's enough?
I
Okay.
said it was a love story.
D.
I feel like, and I want to
Oh,
see her
chick
in a
flick.
different role.
Okay, fine.
No, I
D.
want to see her.
Your
do
favorite
something
James
different.
Bond movie?
Favorite James Bond movie? I kind of like Casino Royale,
Okay, yours.
the first one.
Maria.
She ain't never watched one.
I have watched
Okay,
many.
what's your first? What's your best one?
I
See?
don't have a
Told
best
you.
one.
Wow, you got to have a best one.
No, she
I
don't.
don't.
Blue.
Well, I thought she was gonna say shame.
Wow.
Go ahead, Blue.
I didn't want to mess up my pen and throw it at you.
The world is not enough.
Nick.
GoldenEye.
Best one ever, y'all.
I
And the
think I saw
I'm gonna
that
tell you the
one.
best one with the best song, Goldfingers.
You said that like we just supposed to stop and drop all
Never.
ours.
Yeah.
Like, oh my.
Y'all not gonna have me driving home backwards. Now get y'all shit together.
That's hilarious.
So wait, let me ask you a question. What do y'all think Fast and Furious is gonna do after Hodge?
She said,
I'm over that one too. I mean, how many can they have?
10.
They're on that 9
Please
right now.
don't. Not,
They're,
let's
they're
stop at
contracted
9.
for 10, and damn it, you're going to get 10.
There's gonna be another one.
Yes, there's going to be
Why?
another one
Yeah.
after
Do you
this.
think people
No,
are
it's
going
gonna
to
be another one
be
after that one,
as
too.
interested in it because
Yep.
of the Rocks and
Not being in it.
Here's the thing.
yeah.
They built that franchise before The Rock entered.
Yeah, but they
I-
needed him to
no,
survive it when they
I-
did it.
Well, not the first.
When my
one.
man died, when my man died, they needed him.
No, but here's the thing. You think when the franchise only knew Vin Diesel left and the franchise still survived, even though they got him back.
But
it
the
still
franchise
survived.
wasn't making that kind of money when
But
Vin Diesel
but here's
left.
the thing: the Rock is not going to make that big of a difference.
Okay.
The fast following is going to be there whether
Yeah,
Dwayne was in it or not.
Yeah. But let me ask you a question. Do you think at that time with Vin Diesel, why do you think he came back? Do you think he came back because it was like, I'm out the
Humble
picture?
pie.
First
That's
of all,
why.
wait, but let me tell you something.
Then Miss
For him
Neil
to
Cramps
come
hit his
back-
ass.
Let me tell you
and
something.
he realized Riddick wasn't the baddest motherfucker in space.
but let me tell you
And he humbled himself and brought
But
his
he was
ass back.
also smart. He put that next one together. He became the producer,
True.
the executive. I mean, he made it happen.
True. So
He's
it's
like, you ain't gonna pay me 20. I'll figure out how to get my own.
exactly. I'm figuring out how to get 20 out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. No. You give me the same 10, but I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to do this. And then he ended up making 25 to 30, and now the franchise is bigger than ever before. So it's definitely a symbiotic relationship. They definitely need each other.
Right.
But I don't think Dwayne's not being in it is going to kill the franchise.
I wish I could sing right now. Blue.
Yes.
Seymour 67 wants to know: have you seen A Fall from Grace?
Yes, and so let me tell you something
And Blue's
about
going to be
that.
very nice about this. Okay, go ahead, Blue.
A Fall from Grace. The storyline was a good storyline. I just thought it missed a lot, and it made sense to me when he said that he shot it in 5 days. Like,
Oh, the Tyler Perry movie?
yeah, when he shot it in 5 days, I think, okay, when Spike was upset with my man Tyler, what he was upset about was, Mr. Perry, what he was upset about that he felt that why should he be held to a different standard on making the quality of movies,
Right.
and that he didn't want black movies to be set to a lower level because they were black.
Who said this?
And shot in 5 days.
Spike Lee?
Yeah.
I agree.
He shot
with
it in
him.
5 days, and
150%.
it looked like it was shot in 5 days.
But he had such a following. It had like 29 million.
It was because
they don't know
of
any
Tyler.
better.
It was because of Tyler. People watched that. That would not have been accepted from nobody else.
Nobody else would have been able to get that deal.
Nobody
What you
else.
talking about? If I'd have came in with a
Nobody
movie
else.
shot in 5 days, oh, trust me.
Or it was missing. It was
So
missing
many
a level
things.
of quality.
But
Let
I
me
can
tell you
see it.
something. Michael B. and Jamie Foxx could not have been able to shoot their movie the same way as A Fall from Grace was.
You know why? You would have never got the emotion.
At all.
Because I saw that movie. That movie, it was called with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah.
And
No, not yeah. What are we talking about?
Just Mercy.
Just-
I
You
don't
didn't
know
see
which
Just
one we
Mercy?
talking about.
You didn't see Just Mercy?
I mean, well, Jamie Foxx had many. I didn't
No,
know
I
which
want
one
to
we're talking
ask you a
about.
question.
I haven't
I
seen
said
it
Michael
yet.
B. You haven't
I
seen
didn't
it yet?
hear Michael B. No,
So
I
you've been
haven't
talking about supporting black folks, but you ain't
been to a
supporting
movie
you ain't
yet.
been
You
to a
ain't
black
been to a
movie
damn
yet?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Just because I haven't seen that one?
you didn't see the other one.
What other one?
We're going to start talking about movies once they get on Netflix. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I haven't gone
Did
to
you
see
did
that
you go
one
see
yet.
Tyler Perry movie?
7
went to
minutes
see it?
I watched.
Nope.
Oh, you only watched 7 minutes of it?
That's it.
Okay.
Why only
You
7?
asked. I
Why
told
only
you.
7
That's-
minutes?
Why only 7 minutes?
That's all. I
That's all
can
you can
get.
take?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
So
She's straight gangster with it. Yeah, whatever, nigga. Let's move on.
Hey, look, I just
listen, and I
think
say that
it just
respectfully
wasn't quality
because
level.
it just didn't do it for me. But at the end of the day, I respect anyone's work.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Spiral. Many,
like, yeah.
a few people on here were asking about Spiral. I'm excited about that one. Someone commented, "Why is Chris Rock doing a serious role?" I'm excited to see him in another role.
I think it's important.
Chris
that
has
the-
played
yeah.
serious roles.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, honestly, I don't think of him as.
Well, you don't go to black
serious
movies.
either.
So
Yes,
I, mean,
I do.
If I mentioned it, you
It's
wouldn't even know.
Spiral the
Let
one
me
with
wait a minute.
Samuel
Let's
Jackson?
be clear.
Yes.
Okay.
I do not like going to the movies alone. So I don't go to the movies a lot.
Maria, you
But
don't
I
have to go
do
alone
like the
again.
movies.
You never have to go alone again.
Okay, thanks, D. Green.
Hey, Nick, if you ain't doing nothing, she need a date to the movies. So just go ahead and get it
God.
Well, I mean,
What's the movie? Well, let me ask you a question. What's the movie about? I heard about it, but I didn't see any trailers in it yet on it. So
Spiral?
Yeah, what's it about? Do you know?
I actually don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody pull that up. I do know he is playing a serious role.
Okay.
But
He's a police detective, right?
Okay. I mean,
Like
The
solving
problem
I can
with
do that
Oh,
too.
somebody who's going after
The problem
he
with
drives
Chris-
cabs.
Yeah.
I thought I think
I don't
there's
know.
a crime who that's geared towards police officers or something.
The problem with Chris is his voice.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
not knocking him. I'm just we know that voice from comedy that it's like if anywhere in that movie he's supposed to be serious and he hits a high pitch or something,
It's over.
it's over.
It's over.
He's got to
So
stay
basically,
Well,
totally
the
in
commercials
character.
I
put you in a
saw, there
situation
wasn't
when
high
you're waiting
pitch.
to laugh.
No, but it's a whole movie though. I'm saying,
it's
know.
a whole
I mean, I don't know
But
about later
but
on.
see, but here's the deal. I see someone certain. Let's put it this way. I'll give Tyler, Mr. Perry, a little. I'm practicing, so I can give me a job.
So he
damn
said,
it.
"Don't count me out."
Yeah, but I'm saying certain actors, I can't see them making a movie in 5 days because skill levels.
Yeah.
Jamie not in
They're,
5 days.
they're,
because
they're not going to cheapen themselves to a 5-day schedule.
Yeah, and someone like Chris, maybe if say you got Chris doing a serious role, and he can't do I don't think he can do a serious role in 5 days without some double takes and
I
double
tell
shots.
you,
Standing. I don't
there
know if
probably
somebody
was
being
nothing
nice or
left
not.
on the cutting room floor. Like you know how most movies, some things didn't make it, some
Yeah,
things didn't.
yeah.
In 5 days, damn near everything got to make it.
Everything's got to make it.
Well, I think that's the point. It does with Tyler Perry. Okay, moving on.
Wow.
Dannon,
Yes.
someone said, "Oh, they know your voice from comedy."
Yeah.
Someone on here said that.
Well,
Oh,
thank
they
you so much.
recognize your voice.
Whoever said that, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's
Oh,
the nicest
please.
thing I heard all night.
Pete Clemenza.
I don't know who he is, but thank you.
Me either. That
Thank
was
you,
nice.
Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Because these other niggas up here is tearing me up tonight. So,
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me let's wrap this on up.
Yeah.
We've enjoyed this time with you, and I hope you had a great time, and I hope you were educated by some of our opinions on some of the things in life that is going on. I'm here with my peoples, my fam, Maria,
Hey.
D Green,
D Green, D Green, D Green,
deep down, Big Dave,
Big Dave.
What's going on, y'all?
Big Dave.
and our man behind the board that makes everything happen.
Yes, and
No
do
doubt
not
about it.
ask him to ever call anyone boss, and pretty much don't keep no chicken around this nigga because he gonna eat it all.
Yeah, don't ask him to call
Right,
you about
yeah,
it.
don't handle. Yeah, he gonna call you boss, and he is gonna eat the chicken.
Oh, you know what?
not eat
Before
all
we
the
go,
chicken.
Dave, speak. And if you in, I think it's Pendleton, in the Bay. Speedy, Hope Flood, and Maestro are gonna be doing a show.
Oh, okay, that's a good show. Good lineup.
And they're gonna be doing a show. When is the show, Dave?
Let's see. The show is.
Okay. Hey, I told you.
Tommy T.
They didn't know what state capital, so he can't read now.
Hey.
If you need your glasses, please use them.
Let's see, it's going to be Friday, February 21st from 7:30 to 10:15. And we got a Saturday show on February 22nd from 7:30 to 9:45. And we got a February 23rd show. That's on a Sunday at 7 p.m. So we got 3 shows. We got $20 general admission, $30 VIP seating. Again, it's February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Friday, 7:30, Saturday, 7:30, and Sunday at 7.
I believe that Dave
And
should now make all the announcements.
don't forget the rollout Speedy and Friends Cruise 2020.
I'm gonna be on it. He says
July 30th to August 2nd. That's gonna be my birthday weekend.
Oh hell, I gotta be
So
there.
we're gonna have the Blue Pajama Jam.
Oh shit.
So you know,
Blue draws.
Yeah, come get it. Come roll with it and have a ball with us. You
Or
need to
two.
get your money in because the deposit is the deposit is up, but the $50 deposit and then bumped up to a higher price
$50.
now. Oh, you only had to put down $50. And you know, hey, come on, it's a black
I missed
cruise.
that
Everything's
memo.
on layaway.
But I didn't even get a chance to say where the show was.
Oh, okay. I'd already said it. Where is it at?
Where'd you say it was?
I said Pennington.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyway,
okay,
the
my
show, the address for the show is 5104 Hop Yard Road. That's in Pleasanton,
Oh,
California.
okay. Tomatoes.
94588. That's Pleasanton, California, February 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Get your tickets.
And look, and if you watching any of the shows that's on the rollout, and you support and kick in, you know what I'm saying? Help us help you. Speedy will be giving tickets for Beat Shazam, February 28th. till March 3rd and March 4th. So he'll give tickets for those who would like to go. If you know, if you're not from here, but you know somebody here that you would like to get tickets for, then that's how we'll do it.
Wait a minute, how we getting tickets?
How they?
Make a donation.
Make a donation.
And what is Beach? And what is Beach Shazam?
He's doing like a drawing. You don't know.
You ain't never heard of Beach
Shazam?
Shazam?
What?
No, I haven't. I'm serious.
Yeah,
Can we play that? Don't they have a game? Can
Beach
you buy
Shazam
the
is
game?
the show that Jamie Foxx does. Him and his daughter.
Yep.
I apologize.
Can we have an episode? Can we play?
She don't go to movies and he ain't got a TV.
No, but I love games.
You love
Jamie,
games?
yep. Jamie
Yeah.
gonna come on and show
Women
us how to
always
play.
love playing games.
See, that's a whole lot of extra.
As you guys know, tonight I was very soft on the women, but this nigga been killing y'all
All night. All night.
They ain't no sense me lying.
Appreciate you, Blue. Take the
Ladies
heat
and
off me.
gentlemen,
I'll
my
be back
name
on
is
them next week.
Blue Mitchell, and this is Out of the Blue. Much love. Have a wonderful, and then we see you next Thursday, 6:30, baby.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the #1 show that you will hear anywhere in this country or any other continent in the world. You're listening to Out of the Blue, starring Blue Mitchell, Maria,
Hey, it's your girl, Maria.
and your boy Danny Green.
It's your boy Speedy.
And Shelly Rio.
And we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
Going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam. Where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly Rio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
Hey guys, it's Shelly Rio from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
I don't like to go to the gym, baby, but I like working out with you, darling. I can get my sweat on every night and day. Can I work out with you, baby? Can I work out with you, darling? I don't like to do push-ups, pull-ups, or anything physical other than you, baby. I can get my muscles